What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? Did I add them? Hey Chris, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just here from work relaxing. Hey Antonio. Oh well bitch, I'm already on. Oh really? How was work? Oh, it was okay, busy as always. It's an right. I remember you telling me that well you had multiple jobs last I checked. Hi darling Nikki.
What?
Hi darling Nikki.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi darling Nikki.
Who are you calling Nikki, bitch?
You, bitch, Nicole. I'm sorry, Niambi. I am so
Do you
sorry.
do you know who this is, girl?
Niambi. I meant to say no, I meant to say Niambi. I said I wound up saying I'm sorry. Um yes, I still do, but two nursing homes and I do double. Oh my God. Hey Red Boy. God damn. Well, I guess do what you gotta do, honey. Make sure that check is right, darling.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Here, let
So
me tag the group thing in here.
mhm.
Um and Nicole.
Oh my God. Hold on one second. Oh my God. I feel so messy.
You feel so messy.
Because I'm over here trying to get my phone to stand up for a pause. And she's giving me nerve, the girl. She's giving me the not tonight. Hold on. This phone
Hi
is gonna stand.
everybody.
Hi
What's going
everybody.
on? We waiting for our third leg of the race
Yes.
to come on
We're like a good three-legged table. We're waiting for our third leg to come on in.
in. Come on in the room.
Come on in the room.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm here. I'm queer. I'm getting used to it. Don't fuck it up. So yeah, so you know what we was discussing? We was discussing, y'all, before we got on here, before Nicole came on, we was discussing um our little, little invisible who's Butch Queens we live for in ballrooms.
Oh, bitch. No, you not. You are so messy. You are so messy, bitch.
I'm not messy. I'm not
Let me
messy.
tag.
This is just
Let me tag him.
bitch. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell him, tag him, bitch. Tag him because I'm gonna tell him exactly what I think of him, honey.
Oh, bitch. Should I tag him?
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
I won't.
Bitch, you know I will.
I won't look. I gotta see this man next month. Look, there's this one gentleman in ballroom, right, where I think he is like the perfect specimen. I mean, just the perfect specimen. He is, first of all, the boy is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
He's
On
a man.
top, huh?
He's a man.
Yeah, the man. No, he's all man, grown ass man. The fucking man is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I was telling Niambi that I bet he shaves his pubes completely off. And I bet you that when he sweats in his under regions, in his his in his no places. I bet you he sweats Liz Claiborne curve.
Well, honey, I should tag him. And we're
Bitch,
gonna have
fuck
a bigger conversation about like the long history of like femme queen. But I want to really dive deep
mm-hmm,
into this conversation between the relationship between femme queens and butch queens because I don't see it going nowhere anytime soon. And it's been something that has been going on for generations.
mm-hmm.
You know, um,
You don't see what going anywhere
some
anytime
girl,
soon.
yeah, some girls go towards the more, like, straight acting, straight presenting,
Mm-hmm.
you're straight men, but honey, butch queens have always been my freaking weakness, bitch. And I've had older girls be like, "What you want with a butch queen?"
Yeah, I think. Oh,
Like,
okay. Yes, come on, Chung Lee.
okay,
I feel,
pigtails.
I feel that when he sweats, his sweat is sweet and citrusy with a little bit of musk. And I feel that when he sweats, his balls smell like Liz Claiborne
Well,
curve.
bitch, he got a whole freaking platform dedicated to fucking well, bitch, I don't want to even say. I don't even want to say that because that might narrow it down too much. Well, bitch,
Don't
he
say
got a
it.
whole fucking platform dedicated to men's grooming. So, bitch, I wouldn't doubt it.
Let me tell you something. I didn't know that. Thank you. I'm going to ask now for a friend.
Where is Nicole?
She's coming, honey.
Come
She's
on,
getting her avatar ready.
because
So here's the thing, right? The fucking guy is like, I think, a perfect specimen of man. And like I look at him and I'm like, oh my God, he is so fucking handsome. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Let's be honest, bitch. I've said it over and over again. I like the quirky man. This guy is not that. And on top of liking the quirky man, bitch, we all know that I have a track record of dating people who are on the spectrum.
so is this what you trying to say?
No, I'm
That
trying
you
to say that, bitch, he is different. He's different. Hi, Tangela. He's different. He's different. He's different. He's not on the, he actually he's not on the spectrum. He's very intelligent. He has a thinking pattern. Bitch, he's human.
I was just saying it's like Butch Queen and Femme Queen's interaction is funny. And the thing about it is it's so crazy because there's a lot, and I think there's a lot of emotions involved with it because there's the majority of Butch Queens, I would say, bitch, aren't freaking studying the Femme Queens. But Femme Queens are so emotional. Well, I know I am, bitch. When it comes to Butch Queens, especially one that falls into their characteristics, almost
But
overprotective,
now let me
almost.
ask you a question. Have you dated Niambi? Have you dated any butch queens in the scene? Because I haven't dated any butch queens in the scene. And any trans men that I've dated in the scene were brought in the scene through me.
Okay.
No. I take that back. There was one that I dated that was in the scene who was not brought in through me, but was in the scene nonetheless.
Right. Now, I dated one person that was in the scene. I dated one person that was in the scene that ended up becoming a femme queen. Yeah, I know.
Okay. Wait a minute. Tangela. Hey, Camille. Tangela says, what is your name when you walk the balls on YouTube? What do you mean? What is my name? Or what is the name of the Butch Queen when he walks the balls on YouTube? Because if you're asking the name of the Butch Queen that I think whose balls sweat Liz Claiborne, I don't
I'm
think
going
I'm
to
ready to
tag
say
him.
that.
Because, bitch, if you was there, I might as well fucking tag him.
Wait. Me? Denise Infiniti. I'm Denise Infiniti.
The icon.
Ooh, bitch, yes. Yes, the underdog, the one that comes from the back.
Yeah, so yeah, bitch, you might as well freaking tag him and just let him know how you feel, bitch, and just pay it.
I just look, like I said before, I'm not lusting over him. I just think he's gorgeous, but I also would not mind, I mean, watching, not touching,
Okay,
watching
just be avoid, bitch.
a fly
The majority of
on
them
the
have
wall.
OnlyFans,
Huh?
bitch. So, girl, you should see if he got an OnlyFans,
He probably does.
bitch.
He probably does.
You
But
should see if he got OnlyFans.
there have been some trans men on in the ballroom scene that I have feasted my eyes on their stuff, on
Oh wait,
OnlyFans and
bitch.
stuff.
Correction, bitch. Two. One was a trans man that I dated in the scene, and the other one was a butch queen that ended up becoming a femme queen. And the other ones, bitch, were
Two trans men you
engulfed
dated in the
in
scene, Audrey.
ballroom after meeting me. After meeting me, then they freaking got involved in ballroom.
Two trans men you dated in the scene, Audrey.
Who?
Two.
Oh, yeah, too. Shade. Well, I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't count that one, but that was happening
Count
during
that
the
one.
pandemic, girl.
Count it, missing. He can't. But look, honey, he made sure that you were safe during this pandemic, bitch. Remember that little gadget that he sent you?
I still
A la
have it.
Denise.
I still have
Mm-hmm.
it. I still have it.
Can you say zit zit?
Yeah, I still have it too.
Little gadget a la Denise, little zit zit.
Yes.
Yeah, Tangela, if you want to see my videos on YouTube, go ahead, have fun. Let me know what you think. They are on YouTube. Some of them have my name on it. Some of them don't. You really have to look. But Marty Corner, hi Valerie. Some I've walked. You'll see videos of me on there walking face, realness, and runway. And if you really dig, you may see me on there walking big girl sex siren, maybe, but you got to dig for that one.
Oh, that's right. This is not my life. You're gonna have to freaking invite her when she comes in.
I did invite her. She has to accept it. I
Oh.
never met a trans man as far as I know, but I find it interesting and not as a fetish. I mean, look,
Now that's the kind of thing that kind of weirds me because I see so much fetishizing when it comes to them. And you know,
but they wind up falling into that. They wind up perpetrating that stereotype themselves, some of them.
true.
Bitch, you can go look, let me tell you something. Go on the Bird app. X, and you will see a lot of them on there. Okay, you don't want to be considered, you don't want to be fetishized, bitch, but you're laying it low and spreading it wide.
Well, girl, listen.
Bitch, what happened?
I could say the same thing for us too. No shade. People
Yeah,
could say
but
the same thing for us.
yeah, but you don't see me. You don't see me over there. You don't. Okay, so I'm gonna take myself for example. I know exactly what I do on the Bird app. I'm slinging dick, showing titties, the whole 9 yards, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not on there talking about y'all motherfuckers are nasty. All y'all do is fetishize us and blah, 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 bitch, and then bam, throw a dick pic up. Who does that?
It's a lot of girls on there that do.
And then complain about being fetishized? Can you explain the sex no disrespect? I don't understand trans man dating. So trans man dating is, I would have to say, because sex is fluid, right, between everybody, especially when you're a trans woman dating another trans person. Everything is at that point, everything is a variable. Like you're living an alternative lifestyle, living in dating you're navigating an alternative dating lifestyle, living an alternative life. So of course, sex is going to be all over the place, right?
Well, it depends. It depends on the mentality of the individual too, because you have trans men and trans women that their sex life is conventional, as opposed
Right.
to those who are not, not conventional. You know what I mean? You have trans women and trans men that, but that wholeheartedly believe in their roles to where sex is not fluid,
Right.
and
Right.
they
Right.
they play their perspective parts. But then you also have trans women and trans men that that feel that it's fluid. Like, if you're my partner, I'm pleasing all aspects of you. I'm honoring all parts of you and all of the things.
Red Boy's like, it's because of Twitter that I'm like, oop, could I fuck this man pussy?
Oh,
I mean, if me as a trans woman, if I'm dating a trans man, yes, we are an alternative heterosexual couple, inverted heterosexuality, if you
yeah, I
will.
believe that.
Inverted heterosexuality. I mean, and in the classic case would be that I have a key, you have the lock, my key fits in the lock. You caught? But there's also, when you're living an alternative lifestyle, there's also alternative ways of making love. You know what I mean? I could be with a trans man who likes to top, and I could be doing my period phase, bitch, where I want to get my back door kicked in all the way up to my thyroid, bitch. Then he's going to strap on and he's going to do me, baby, like me,
Yeah,
Lester Morgan.
it depends on the mentality of the individual, bitch. It's on a spectrum, just like anything and everything else. Well, see,
So why the
Angela,
transition? Because the transition is different than how you have sex.
right?
Remember, gender and sex are two different things, sweetheart.
Yeah, that
Gender and
yeah,
sex are
you know what I
two
mean?
different
Like,
things.
yeah, because bitch, that explains like all the men in the world, bitch, that fantasize about about getting done up their butt,
Right. Like
but it has
Val
to be by a woman
Val,
that straps
Val
on.
says Val says she met the two that I dated when she was in NYC. Yeah. Yeah, Val. Well, I think you've met more than two. I think you may have met three or four. Oh, I'm a whore.
Oh,
I'm a whore. I mean, these trans men have been playing a game of fucking dodgeball with my ass for the past 5-7 years.
not 5'7".
Oh, there's a number between 5 and 7. But yeah, they've been playing ping pong in my ass. Yeah, I know. Get booty. I know. Playing dodgeball with my ass, but they play with my emotions.
Yeah, well, bitch, I'm not gonna lie, bitch. I've had my share of seeking to discover. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Pizza.
And I've watched some things, and it intrigued me. Now, when it was presented to me when I was younger, the first trans man that I dated, bitch, oh my God, bitch, I was maybe 16 or 17 years old, bitch. I didn't know I didn't know anything from anything. Here she go, bitch.
Hey, baby. Now we're on
Hi,
three
baby
the FAB
doll.
way.
Hi, baby doll. How are you?
We're fine, bitch.
How are
Miss
you doing,
Nicole,
baby doll?
have you ever dated a trans man?
I have.
Okay. Have you ever dated a butch queen in the scene?
I have.
Okay. And have you ever found a butch queen in the scene who looks like they sweat Liz Claiborne curve, bitch, that all you want to do is break and entering into their house and steal their dirty drawers just so you can
Bitch, you gonna gag, bitch, as I
I
tag that boy.
haven't.
Tag him. I'm going to tag him and bring him right on in here to this live, girl.
well, I mean,
Um.
well, Tangela, if you would feel masculine, that's a personal thing because I've been with whichever trans man, whichever one of my ex trans men that I've been with. I in moments of intimacy, I don't feel masculine. I don't. I mean, and I mean, I can't. I don't think
I can relate to
any.
that. I don't feel that.
I don't feel
Um.
masculine. I mean, as a matter of fact, I feel like I'm with all men. Honestly,
mm, okay.
I just that, but that's just my personal thing. Everybody has different, whatchamacallits. But I feel like I'm with a man just like any other.
What?
Where'd she go?
I don't know.
See, she carries. Miss Niambi, bring your ass back. No. Anywho, so yeah, so we was talking about a young man who's in the scene who he walks and he wins constantly, and I feel like he is a gorgeous specimen of a man. I mean, gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't seek to have anything sexual with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, Rain, you're on time. Um, I don't seek sexual the stuff with him. Hi, Lamia. But I will say this, that the man is so fine, I would not mind breaking into his house and taking a pair of his dirty drawers, bitch, just to sniff them and hide them under my pillow because I have a feeling that he has no pubes and he sweats Liz Claiborne curve.
Okay. And what? And you breaking in his house. What type of feeling would you say comes over you when you thinking about breaking into his house and stealing his dirty drawers? What type of feeling, my sister, are you talking about that you have when you're thinking about this escapade? Hey, lady, what's going on,
Hi,
mama?
Lamia. What kind of feeling do I feel? It's a thunder in my loins.
A thunder. Ooh.
It's a thunder in my loins.
It's worse than I got a Jones in my bones and I just can't take it no more.
Oh, bitch, that's not a Joan. It's not a Joan in the bones, but bitch, it's a thunderclap,
Ooh.
bitch, right between my thighs, bitch. Because I have a feeling that even if I was to have an
Wait, it's a
intimate moment,
thunderclap between your thighs.
yes, because I
Get the
feel
fuck out of here, bitch.
I feel I feel like even if I was to have a moment with him sexually, I'd have performance anxiety, bitch. Like I'd get the half chub and then go, whoo.
Mm.
I would need a blue chew.
Niambi, what type of men are you attracted to?
Um, I like men. Period.
I mean, yeah. So you like men. So are there any
Yes,
particular type of men that you like, or is
I
this?
mean,
yes, the thunderclap.
Oh shit.
um, I like my men with a twinge of femininity.
Okay.
She says she
Um,
likes her man
Do
with a
you
twinge of
find? All right. So
punch.
let's go. Let's go straight to it, y'all. do you ladies like heterosexual men? Do you prefer, what do you prefer? Do you prefer heterosexual men, gay men, trans men, or any type of man will do?
Well,
Any type of man that has a twinge of conch.
for me,
Serious questions, serious answers.
no, serious. Well,
She wants
what
him to
I'm
have a
gonna say
catwalk.
is that as I grow and get more into my transition and my womanhood and who I am like as a person and what I like, that has changed over the years. Because
Okay.
Hey, Deborah.
when I first came out, yes, it was all about the heterosexual man and freaking blending and being
Uh-huh.
a straight woman and all of that. But bitch, as I got older, bitch, a lot of that shit that I used to feel when I was young and naive, bitch, fell off. And I decided on focusing more on what I like truly. And I would have never known what I like had I not explored. You
She
know what
said,
I mean?
Uh-huh.
Come up out of my sexual comfort zone.
she
Uh-huh.
said, when his bussy meets my mussy come together, they are
Baby.
blending.
Hi guys. My name is Nicole, and I would like for you guys to share the live. I'm trying to have an intellectual, intelligent, integrity type of conversation. Please excuse some of the co-hosts and their mishaps. Um,
Bitch,
it may come and
you're not
go.
trying, bitch, you better not try to put me in jail, bitch, for breaking and entering and stealing somebody's drawers. Bitch, that's all I did was steal the drawers, bitch. That would be petty larceny.
Okay.
Petty
So
larceny.
we're having a conversation about men. It's 16 people. Please share the live. Share the live. There's one person that could be able to come on and give your opinions and your thoughts around the conversation. And so we have a whole, room for one person to have anything to speak. And so for myself, there's a whole transitioning thing. I remember
Tick, tick.
uh
My brother, what's going on, tick, tick?
so I don't I like so I did wait, let me just say. Okay, so no, the men that I like were not heterosexual. I dealt with heterosexual men once in a while. I've dealt in it. But I actually like the gay men.
Okay.
I actually feel safe. Um, I feel safe. I feel comfortable. I actually feel like I'm able to be myself.
With the
Right.
gay men?
Of course, that's
Yeah.
not the same action from every gay man. There are actually gay men that are just in it just because they want to be us, or they want to steal our throne, or they want to learn our secrets. But that has not been the situation. Normally, when I was going with gay men, I enjoyed making them kind of like heterosexual men because they were gay men, which the expectation of them liking men, but they enjoy me and they enjoy fucking me and making me feel and get everything of a woman that I can get, and they were gay men doing that. And so that was so intriguing to actually see a gay man who made like the Vogue femme or famous thing and everything be who I'm an alpha woman, be a husband to me as being an alpha woman, and them being a gay man and them being my husband in all those ways that they are my husband, not just sexually, but we're talking about physically, mentally, financially. And so yeah, I was really, I've had real successful, when I say successful, meaning they were going on for a while. They weren't as successful as far as being together forever, because we know I'm not with them, of course. But while we had the times together, it was dope. It was dope. I was afraid of heterosexual men.
Let me ask you a question now. Now that you say that, let me ask you a question. Because, okay, so if we're going to get serious, let's get motherfucking serious.
I was afraid of
Have,
heterosexual men. Like
I
you were afraid
understand
of
they're
black men.
scary. They're scary. But my question is this. Have y'all ladies, while in these relationships, ever fathomed starting a family?
No.
Ever what?
Fathomed, like thought about what it would be like to start a family
I
with
did.
that partner?
I have.
Not me.
I did. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I did. I was with someone who we end up raising a child together for 18 years. We went at it. We went back and forth and at it. We were together on and off throughout her growing up. Then it became where he was just there taking care of her and taking care of me. And then it was no longer him taking care of me. Now it was just him taking care of her. And yeah, that went on for all the way up until she's 23 now. So that was like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So I did have someone on and off, back and forth. And initially we started out as a family and was a family for years down the line, even in our separation. And then after years, come, then it was just him taking care of his daughter. Then there was less of me. And then we kind of
Hey,
grew apart as she got
Jaquetta.
older.
Well, all the trans men that I dated, and once we broke up, they got the curse. Ask me what it is.
What is the curse?
They left me and they got pregnant.
They left you and got pregnant.
Well, how is
Yeah,
that occurs?
because they didn't want a family. I wanted the family.
Oh.
When they left me, for whatever reason, the next person that they dated, they want to get pregnant.
Wow.
Most of them. There was the one that didn't because he had a hysterectomy.
Well, how did that make you feel that after they
Oh
left
man, it made
you,
me feel useless. It made
to know
me
that
feel.
they
It
was
made me
getting
feel useless.
pregnant?
It made me
Didn't you
feel.
want to have a baby with them at one point in time, or?
Yes, 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 yes. There was a few of them that we discussed children with children. It made me feel absolutely useless. Useless. It made me feel. It made me feel. It made me feel like less than a person. Less than a person, because
Especially
these are
because
people.
they were
These were
trans
these were
men and
guys
you
who
were
were
the trans
no, not
women.
no. It was they would feel. They would make me feel like that. It made me feel like that because these are people who told me to my face they did not want to have a family. They did not want to have children, not a family. They did not want to have children. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, you know what I mean? Look, I'll have, if you want to stick around and raise an adopted kid, that's fine, but I'm going to have kids regardless. And then we would, something would happen, we would break up, and they'd move on, and then boom, they're pregnant and kept the baby.
So in return, they did have a family.
They wound up making a family. Yeah. After telling me that they didn't want one, that they didn't want to have children, they wound up having children and making a family with someone else.
Nene, what's your experience with that?
Well, I'm going to say, since Nicole talking about she want to get serious, we going to get serious.
Right.
The reason.
You was acting like a goddamn fool earlier.
The reason
I still want to break into his house and steal his underwears.
The reason why I have been, I'm not going to say pushed, but me mentally opening up my eyes to other facets of men and other particular types of men is because of the disdain and the animosity that I have towards the straight acting heterosexual hypermasculine black men.
Where did that come from? Why?
That type of man has violated me, raped me, robbed me. All different types of things. I've gotten in relationships where it became extremely volatile. Like I said, robbed from me, raped me, and I got tired. And I had to get to a point to where, like Denise said in one of the other lives, like, what is it about me that's attracting this type of man?
Right.
So I did that. And
Damn, y'all
and
bitches really want to get serious. Damn.
and
Okay.
once I sat down with myself, bitch, and realized that, bitch, I deserve better than that.
Oh, what was it about those men? Because I have my reasons. So before I share mine, what was it in detail about the heterosexual male hypermasculine that really made you disgusted for
Nicole,
you?
I know exactly where you're going. Oh my God, fuck you.
No, wait a minute. Let you go. You're gonna come, girl. But let me just see what's the banana. Like, what? Where? Honestly, where
Just,
was it?
just the different experiences to where of them taking advantage of my submissive, being overly overprotective,
Mm,
being hostile,
mm,
I'm gonna need a cigar. I'll
mm.
be
because
back.
I'm not that way. Because I'm not that way
Okay.
naturally, naturally as a person. And my first experiences with the quote unquote heterosexual, straight presenting, acting black male, bitch, was rape.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it was. So, and this was at a very, like a very young age, a very young age. Then that got pushed back, and then it happened again at 9. So just imagine, it happened before 9, at 9, and then after 9. So, bitch, it was by then, that was around the time where I was, puberty, and I was trying to figure out who I was as figure out my identity and things like that. So it was a very, very, very complicated time for me in general. You know what I mean? So by the time I got into my first relationship at 15, Lord knows how the fuck am I supposed to know what a relationship is at 15? This motherfucker who done been with freaking two or three other trans women before, who was maybe 19 or 20, gave the grade of, oh, I can get whatever I want to out of this, out of this person who hasn't even lived life yet, who doesn't know the first thing about shit yet,
Mm.
and had a track record of beating his lovers and beating his women that he was with. But bitch,
So you
hindsight,
was so
I
you
didn't know
dealt.
none of that at the time. But yeah, those were my first interactions with, and mind you, this is at the beginning where I'm just starting to
Getting
feel
into
that.
your womanhood.
Well,
You're
no,
walking into your.
even before that, Nicole, even before my, me figuring out my womanhood, my attraction to guys came first. Like my attraction to, the same sex, came first. And then around 12 or 13, I was like, oh, it's a little bit more than that. I really feel like I really am a girl. Like I'm a girl. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, it's the predatory behavior. Now we're
What are you
really going to
doing?
get into this. It's the predatory fucking behavior
Sneaking in
that
the
the
door.
motherfuckers have, because
Denise,
they saw something in me as a child that
wait.
anybody else. Well, go ahead.
You said they saw you. You meaning the men?
Yes,
Paris,
they
I love
saw
you.
something. They saw, and the reason why I'm able to speak on this is because I've gone over this over and over again, and I've been able to reflect. Bitch, there is something, whether it's that femininity, they know, bitch,
Okay,
they
pause
know, and they
that.
can
Pause.
see it. Go
Pause
ahead.
right there because Miss Thing is in her thing. Her eyebrows is lifted up. Everything. I know something about her. So I need her to light her damn thing and yeah, go into what? Yeah, go into Nisi.
Um, this conversation is really heavy because it brings back a lot of questions and feelings that I have gotten from my peers within the scene as to my choice in men, right? Um, so with that being said, it's no secret the type of man that I am attracted to, right? Which is, the lighter skinned guy, the light skinned man. I tell people how much, what I mean? Look, I will never say that I will never date a dark skinned man, but I say that a dark skinned man has to work two and three times as hard to get my attention. Um, and that's because I know that there are good dark skinned men out there, but my innocence was taken away from me from a dark skinned man. I've been raped by dark skinned men. I've been held at gunpoint by dark skinned men who wanted sex from me, held at gunpoint. I remember there was one time when I was working the Strode in Queens, where a guy, said that he wanted to date me. He was black, wanted to date me and everything. I got up in the car, and when we got to the spot, he pulled out a 6-shooter.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled out a 6-shooter. You know what I mean? So it's the constant being disrespected and disregarded by dark-skinned men. And the first dark-skinned man who disregarded me was my father.
Mm.
So it's the constant, and my father didn't rape me. My father didn't rape me. My father disregarded me. There's a big difference. A big difference. Remember, it is said, your first love is your mother and your father.
Right.
And in growing up, where I was where my mother and my father was supposed to be my first love, my father abandoned me for drugs and jail. My mother left me on my father's grandmother's doorstep. Okay. So you can see where my life starts. I already started fucked up.
Right. And you said this is the black man.
Right.
And so Niambi, Lena, you said that something that's eating at me, you keep playing in my head, you keep saying that they saw something in you. So like you feel, the way I get it from you, Nene, is that you feel targeted. Like you felt like they target your.
Yes, and let me tell you something, bitch. It's the same targeting that still goes on today.
Yeah.
Denise, did you think that there was some type of something in you too that they saw and that targeted?
I love you, Val.
I mean, because I feel the same way in a sense because with mine was also about abuse. I watched my mother for so many years be physically abused by men. I was a lot like her. I also was a real strong alpha woman. And coming in the scene, I remember seeing lots of trans women of color and especially trans women and stuff that was involved with ballroom and stuff, mess with these heterosexual guys as pointers, right? As pointers, leading to this whole self lifestyle. It kind of like makes you feel, especially when you walk away from ballroom and you got a man at home, which you call in trade or heterosexual, my husband.
Right.
And so it gives you that feel of you being a regular, biological woman, and you get the same essence and everything. However, the abuse, the physical abuse, on top of the mental abuse, was very extreme when they came down to trans women of color. And it was like that they beat us because of what they thought and what they were going through within themselves. And that they were even beating us because they loved and was living for it, or living for the sex, or living for the trade. Whatever it is that they found attractive about it, they in return took it out on us. And so we became their punching bag. At the same time, we also became the thing that they wanted to control.
Yes.
You can't go here.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Or they beat us because they could not live the lifestyle they wanted, or they felt that would be that would be glorified by their family and their peers while being with us.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, this is a loaded topic.
And so,
It's very, very loaded. Very loaded.
So now you don't know what it is because in your head
as the young trans woman today, and everybody else think, oh my God, he hit me, I'm cunt. Oh my God,
Yes.
he gives me that, oh, Missy, that's my man. And then somewhere they rationalize it in their head to be okay
Wait a
for
minute,
a
wait a minute, wait a
man.
minute. What about this one? What about this one? As long as he comes home to me, I don't care what he does.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
also that's another thing. They rationalize it because they're so used to not having anybody coming home. They're so used to not having, so to actually have it, you make excuses for it, and you're gonna have it to whatever cost. Bitch, as long as I'm getting this, and that, I'm okay. You understand?
And
But
we have to
then,
realize that we have to realize our own self-worth. And none of
right,
that is going to stop until we realize
that,
who we
yeah,
are.
right. Because what they will do is they will do it for as long as possible
Right.
to control us, to manipulate us physically and mentally. And mentally, when they start controlling you mentally, taking you away from your friends, your girlfriends, your family, trying to make you feel like, and they do it in a loving place. They love you. I'm for you. I'm the one that's for you. I'm gonna be here. None of these people like that. You got this lifestyle. Your girlfriends don't have no man that care for them. Your girlfriends don't have this, and so now they building all this stuff in your head, making you feel that you should be honored to have a man that looks out for you, that wants to be with you around anybody, that wants to go out in public with you. So they use all those little things that we normally don't get to get us in the way they have it. Like, cause then we start thinking about it. Most men don't go outside with us. Now we start playing in our own head. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and Niambi, he knows all your family. He comes to see everybody. He does not treat you like a trans. He doesn't come only at nighttime. Now he's throwing all these things that we worry about and that we are so concerned about as
Coming for
pointers.
your look.
Yeah, as pointers for what your situation is and how he accepts you, and he accepts where you are in your transition. And
Boy,
basically all of this thing should be understood, and this is why we should allow him to do whatever he wants to do, allow him to continue to abuse us, allow him to take more than he's giving.
But now let me ask you a question. Hi, Diana. Now let me ask you a question, right? Because that's one perspective, right? That's when you date the cis man. But now let's turn the tables around to when you date the trans man who's
Mhm.
brand new, who
Mhm.
has never experienced this feeling that they're feeling before, right? Who's never been with somebody with a phallus, and they're new to all this, to their transness, and
Mhm.
now they want to be with you because they want to be with you. They have their feelings for you, but they also have an allegiance to their own bodies, right?
Mhm.
So now, even though they're with you and they say that their heart belongs to you or whatever, but they want to ride all the rides because this is a new feeling for them. They're going through puberty all over again. They're discovering their masculinity, and they're embracing their masculinity, and the man inside of them is coming out to the forefront, right? They're growing the fucking beards and the mustache and the muscles, and everything is starting to look rugged and rough and tough. And now they're getting um um all this attention from all over the place, and now they go around riding all the rides, don't know, not knowing that they're hurting you and breaking your heart. Or even if they do know, they just don't give a fuck.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
amen. Well, first of all, the people that are on here need to share this live. Number one, and secondly, share
Yeah, I just
this
share. Matter of
live.
fact, I'm sharing it now, and I just want to
Share,
say how
share,
important
yeah,
this
share this
live is
live,
in this conversation.
and also why more conversations need to be had between trans women and cis women.
Oh,
Because, and I'm not talking about the foo-foo fucking, and I'm not talking about the foo-foo fucking shit that be on these platforms out here.
mm-hmm,
I'm
mm-hmm,
talking about
mm-hmm,
serious
mm-hmm.
conversations.
Yep, absolutely, yeah.
Because Our lives mirror theirs so much.
So much. Yes, Niambi. And
So
they,
much.
well, why do
That
people
they
think
have,
that
because
it's a
we are a
difference?
product of the shit and the pain and the piss and the vomit and all of the shit that they've been through. We are
Yeah.
reflections of that.
Yes.
Because we live it
Wait,
too.
Yeah.
hold on, bitch. Abigail just said the fucking truth. Abigail says, what if you don't have a functional phallus and they get mad at you for that? Come on.
Mm.
Come
Mm.
on.
Well, that sounds to me like they need to freaking sit down with themselves and separate in their head between, there's a lot of people that they don't, because people not knowing the difference between gender and sexuality is not just in the straight community. There's a bunch of motherfuckers in our own scene that don't know the difference and correlate the two together.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know the difference, and they're in our scene. That's why there are a lot of people just walking in our scene, bitch, confused, because they're taking their freaking notes from the cis straight community that they're trying to be a part of, instead of actually educating themselves.
Right. Well,
Bitch,
they
but
do know what, but see that's that. But see, but that comes from when you're young. You looking all right. You want to be a female. Let me tell you. So when I was young, I thought about I was a product of my environment, and so I thought about being
Right,
with bamboo earrings, the doobie, having
right.
a boyfriend, and even in
at
my
least
head,
two
even look
pair.
at yes, and in my head, and no, seriously, because in my head I can get pregnant. I'm going through the baby mama drama.
Right.
This
I
nigga
can
got
birth
somebody else
control.
in
Yeah.
there. This is what
I,
I'm
I thought I could
thinking.
get pregnant too. I would have an abortion every time the sex was done in the toilet.
Yeah. Oh my God. In my head, this is the type of environment I need to have a man who is not a part of this lifestyle so I can come in the lifestyle and go to balls and clubs and everything and then step out of the lifestyle and go home and live a self life with my husband and my children and et cetera, et cetera. Now, men knowing that that's what we want and that that's what we require, they tend to play on it and they tend to act like they're going to give us what I want, and they pretend to be that for us when deep down inside they're using us or using the situation to get what they want or to have what they want, and they're out of it, and it's horrible.
Very, very horrible.
Bitch.
What if you don't have a functional? Wait
Yeah, Denise read that one.
Okay, and they get
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah. So I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, and I just think, and a lot of times, you know, us being older trans women, we're often called on, you know what I mean, by the community to teach the younger generation, to teach the younger generation, to teach the younger generation. Bitch, like listen to when I say this, bitch. Sometimes there's a lot of them out there that are gonna have to freaking experience things on their own, bitch. We can't prevent them from it.
Well, sometimes they don't even want to, so they have to experience it on their own because they choose to experience it on their own because if you start to tell them, they think that somewhere you can't take it, or that you trying to make it look like your time back in the days, and it ain't that day no more. And you know, these are the thoughts that they have in their head as in that their situation is somehow better than ours today, and that
Well,
we are
Bitch,
old and bitter or
bitch,
old
let me
and
tell you something, bitch.
it's been
I
my
would
experience
not.
that some of the young ones taught me a thing or two.
I would not want to start my transition now. No, bitch, I don't care how many motherfucking resources is out there. I don't care how, bitch, I would not.
why you say
I
that?
just, I, I just would not want to be starting my transition now. I just think that for me personally, I just think that it would be it would be a little bit of a it would be a rougher road. Yeah, there would be more resources, but just the way things are set up now.
I see where you're going. I think now the way things are set up, it's set up more for a microwave experience than a crock pot.
Right,
And we're all
right.
hot girls.
Bitch, yeah, I would be lovely, bitch, but let me tell you something. Bitch, my motherfucking mental bitch would be freaking, I wouldn't be able to freaking handle freaking bitch lifting transition now. I wouldn't be able to mentally handle it.
I wouldn't be able to. I don't think I would be able to handle it either because I would have a vagina at my beck and call, and I would, you know what I mean? It's I don't know. I have a theory, and it may not ring true to many, but it rings true to me, which is if you decide to get the SRS, do it before you use your phallus, so that in that case you'll never miss something that you never used. But
Right.
in the case that you have used your phallus before, right? Then get all your feels out of it and do
Right,
it
I get it.
and do the sex change when you have literally no more use for it.
For it, yes.
Because
Right.
the worst thing to do is to cut your phallus off and turn your outie into an innie. And then once you have your innie, you now want your outie again.
Right. Or you would like to still experience those feelings and that feeling. And so something as little as experiencing the feeling cannot be something that you're going through when you're going to do that surgery. You don't want to do anything that is going to interrupt that feeling. Get that feeling out, bust those nuts, do what you need to do, be the top that you want to be, whatever it is. And so that when you decide to go to the other side of things, you don't feel like you owed anything.
Right.
Right. Right. Rain says you miss those old feelings. Yeah, you miss that old time, that old loving feeling, honey. You do.
And it's a different thing. And I think a lot of people in this lifestyle think, and this is one of the things that I feel that a lot of trans women of color think, that everybody thinks that they go get this vagina, things are going to
This
change. And listen to what I'm
vagina.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. They're thinking that going to go get an SRO, a vagina, that things are going to change in the physical and mental state as far as men are concerned. First of all, they already feel like by them having it, okay, they're going to be full breed, right? So now they think in this full breed, that let's be honest, they can say this, they don't, but it's the truth. They think it puts them in a bigger spot to contend. They put them in a bigger contender spot where that they can be in the race because she got the same thing I got now. And this is what they thinking. No, let's tell the truth and shame the devil. She got the same thing I got. So you thinking the odds are going to be less because now she has a vagina, you have a vagina. What are you making a decision on? And this is what you're thinking in your head when you're getting this vagina. So you feeling like even though you know that it may not win you and get you to keep the man, that somehow it puts you in it gives you more points to be able to battle with, to work with, to work for. And the man still, what's so funny about it, not to cut you up in Denise, what's so funny about it is that you can go do all of that, be beautiful, have the vagina, be put in the same category and everything, and he still will find something lesser in you that will make you not feel more biological than the woman he's comparing you to.
That's a fully loaded question. That's really loaded. That's
He's still
really
not,
loaded.
mind you, you got all of this, you look like a woman, you do everything like a woman, and he's still, because you're not biologically a woman, facts on fact, yes, because you're not a biological woman, period, he still is going to find something to make you not feel like you are worthy enough or not enough woman enough to be in the thing.
I have heard stories.
Men
I have
Plus,
heard
women don't
stories.
have
hate
it
that
that
I
much
have
better.
vagina.
No shade.
What
I
did you
have
say?
heard
What
stories.
you say, Nene? Wait, what did she say?
I said, plus, women don't have it that much better anyway.
Right,
They don't.
right.
Cis
But
women.
I've heard stories with trans sisters of ours that who have had a
I
sex
am full
change.
stop, and I experienced this, sis. Yes, yes, I know. There's ladies. Put the hearts up if you have dealt, and y'all know what we're talking about. Share this live.
I have seen
Share the vibe.
I know trans trans sisters who have their SRS who have met guys, and they'll tell the guys, oh yeah, I'm trans. The guy gets excited, oh yeah, I've always wanted to be da, 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 da. And then he'll start asking them questions about their phallus. And they go, well, what do you want to know about that for? That's gone long time ago. And bitch, the guy will tell them to their face, what? You're useless. Useless.
Wow.
Useless. And back to what Rain said. Rain asked if do I think there's enough mental health support for trans people, although there's full support for the physicality. I think that we're living in a country that is ran by big pharma, right? And I think that there is so much money to be made in the medical industry here in the United States that people are just just dishing out money because they know that that how do I explain this and be sensitive? I don't think that getting an SRS, right? And seeing a psychiatrist to get the SRS, especially after you already know what it feels like to have that there, right? You know what I mean? What it feels to enjoy your phallus, because it is what it is. But you may not like it, but at the time you're enjoying it, right? I don't think that 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or even 6 psychiatric appointments are enough to give you a letter for an SRS in here, but well, period. I think much more you have to dig in deeper as to, and I'm not going to call it a mutilation because it's not a mutilation, but I will say that the person, the therapist, the psychotherapist, the psychologist, the psychiatrist has to really dig in and really has to, gauge you and into or gauge the conversation into knowing from your mouth, from how you talk, from how you speak, from how you act, from how you feel, you're actually done with having a phallus. If in your words, in your actions, in how you speak during the session, if there's even a blink of a thought that you're not done with that phallus, you should not get an SRS, because life does not change miraculously. I mean, it's but like your fairy godmother came and then kissed you on the nose with the wand. It does not happen like that for girls who have SRSs. I know girls who have sex changes who still get clocked, and even though they tell them, well, I'm not, I'm a woman, I have a pussy. Bitch, the boys will sit there and tell them, bitch, you just got your dick cut off. How sad is that? Am I the only one here?
No, I'm here.
Where
Bring
did she
Nicole
go?
back. I was trying to interrupt you so you could bring Nicole back
Oh,
on because she fell off.
there she goes. Sorry, I was sorry. I was getting my
Girl,
Reverend
you
Al
were
Sharpton
talking
on.
so lady, and I mean, you was. What did that bitch just say?
So I was getting my Reverend Al Sharpton on.
Let me say you was talking, and I'm telling you, bring me back, and you're, honey.
I'm sorry, honey.
Okay, well,
Sister.
I like
You
no. Okay, you
was
know
busy
what?
having your sex change.
Oh, bitch, please, not this girl, not yet. But I think that what you just said is important, but I don't think that it's enough. Oh my God. I think it's too much for them to actually like go through all the therapy sessions like that and going in and, finding out that what you're saying is cute. It's decent. It would also save a lot of lives and a lot of trauma, a lot of stuff that end up happening. But unfortunately, that's not realistic in how it can be done.
Hold on, Nicole.
Right.
Natalie says it depends. Natalie says it depends the person and their experience. I'm just speaking for myself. I didn't feel like I needed more than one visit with the therapist, and that's fine. Look, it's not streamlined. I'm just saying that yes, there are girls although I don't think that there are many, but there are girls and there will be girls who can go in and get the letter and bitch just one and done, one visit and done. You know what I
Right.
mean? There are girls who are like that, and if you're that girl, by all means, baby, go forth, live long and prosper. But for a lot of the girls who are doing it, and I don't mean all, a lot of girls who are doing it, they're not completely ready.
Well, most of the time, like I said earlier, and how the topic is started, that a lot of that is being done on how they think the position that it may put them in when they're talking about other women, or should I say, heterosexual cis women, and what they have to go through and what they're choosing from. And like me, and like they said earlier, well, they get treated like shit. I think they're used to that part, but I think that that's why they want to be able to be put in the run-ins. Because, okay, so now, like you said, they get treated like shit, you treat me like shit, it's all the same thing. At least I'm not being kicked out of the race. That's the thought. You know, understand what I'm saying, y'all? At least I'm not being kicked out of the race because I too have a vagina. And if I have a vagina, I won't be kicked out of the race. But my thoughts on that is that he will always find a way to make you feel
Like shit?
yeah, like you not that, like you not that, like you not it, and that it's not there. And how can you be in a relationship? How do you pick your relationship from that term then? You know, it's so many things going on. You can get an SRS and go with a trans man. You can get an SRS and go with, would you get an SRS, Nene, and go with a trans man or go with a
I would not.
PWQ?
I made the decision not to get an SRS, honey, about 10 years ago.
Okay.
I made that conscious decision because I felt the last surgery that I went and got, which was in 2018, 2019, was my implants, because that for me was something that I, wanted since the beginning of my transition, but due to, finances or whatever reason, I was never able to get it. So I literally waited my entire transition to get it. And I felt that once I got that I would be complete. And I just felt in my heart that at that point, me now being almost 40, being almost 46 this year, that a vagina is not going to do anything for me.
Well, she admitted it.
It's not.
No, I'm talking about you admitted your age, 46. Okay,
Yeah,
work, girl.
honey, I would be 46 in September, bitch.
Rain
But we get
said,
ready to take it. We gotta take 15 off. Y'all was just about to read Rain's comment. How about the reset of trans affirming surgeries? Do you think 6 appointments are enough to write you for any gender affirming surgery?
for some, yes.
Yeah,
For some,
for
yes.
some, because
For some, yes.
you have to remember there's a lot of people that are going through these surgeries that have been in their transition for 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, but the resources are just now becoming available. So yes, these people should absolutely be actually, in my opinion, at the freaking front of the line. But then these people get pushed back to back in the back of the line for somebody, bitch, who's been on Moans a year and goes in there and says that they're trans, fill out the paperwork, boom, and you got it. Which there should be more freaking research on and mental evaluations on these people. And there's no, oh God, please don't get me started.
Well, fine.
Go
You
ahead.
don't
Go
want to get
ahead.
started. I have something to say.
Go
I
ahead,
have
baby.
something to say because to Rain's question, right? To her statement. I have an ex-boyfriend, my ex-fiance who was, excuse me, a trans man. Went through the curse. Bitch cheated on me, got pregnant. Okay? As a trans man, cheated on me with a random man on Grindr. Okay? Got pregnant. Decided that he wanted to live his life with the baby daddy. Moved with the baby daddy to North Dakota. Okay,
Oh.
because the baby daddy was in the military. All right. Had the baby, lived horribly. After he had the child, the baby daddy did not want to touch him. Okay.
Mm.
Then on top of that, convinced him, slowly but surely as the years went on, that the baby cannot function properly with two male parents. And since he naturally had a vulva, he needed to go back and detransition to be a woman.
Mm.
And this was taking a toll on him. And he had his vices before. He loved his weed. He loved, little things here and there. But as time went on, living with this man not touching him, this man not paying him no attention, but mind you, he's there living in North Dakota. He cannot drive, so he's stuck because he needs a car. Can't go anywhere, so he's stuck playing Mr. Mom. Okay? Is at the man's beck and call. He felt like he had no other choice but to detransition. Mind you, he already had top surgery, so he has a flat, and he had the best top surgery that I've seen, and I've dated a lot of trans men.
Wow.
The
Wow.
best top surgery. I mean, the aesthetic of his chest was fucking to die for.
Wow.
Okay? Now, because of all that torment that he went through, he detransitioned completely. Went back to who he was prior. Mind you, he still has his name change. So he's walking around being who he was before with his male name. Okay? No chest. No chest. He has to stuff his bra and is going to sit here and tell me, mind you, I just spoke to him 2 months ago, is going to sit here and tell me to my face he's happy. This is who he was meant to be. This is who he always was meant to be. That he was wrong. But hold on. But you drink every day, every fucking day. You cannot finish the day without drinking a liter of motherfucking vodka.
Niambi's back.
You cannot tell me. Hold on, where's she at? You cannot tell me every fucking day you cannot get through the day without drinking a liter of fucking vodka. Okay? Mind you, he had his chest cut off completely. Now he wants to go get implants. Why? Why? Not to mention when he was who he was as a man, he presented happy, he presented sure of himself. He was, he was vibrant. He was full of life. Now he's like a fucking drunk, wilted flower everywhere you go, everywhere he goes. He's done so much, he's done so much fucking asinine shit, from driving drunk and having his car hug a fucking tree. He's alive by the grace of God.
Well, damn it.
To tell me, to call me and tell me, hey, I have some crazy news. I'm like, what? He goes, well, I went to the doctor. The doctor says that I was diagnosed with liver failure. No fucking duh. No duh. Now, that beautiful baby boy that you have, that you say is your world, is your life, you're about to leave him without a parent. Because you won't stop fucking drinking. Because I can see that you're miserable, but you can't see that you're miserable. Because this is what your son needs. A mother. No, your son needs a parent. Whether if it's a mother or father, your son needs a parent. And right now you're killing your son's parent. Because you're not fucking happy. Because you allowed someone to fucking mentally abuse you and emotionally abuse you into being someone who you know in your heart of hearts that you're not.
Well, that's what the man set her up to be. What's this? Read this comment right here.
Oh, bitch. Oh, where am I? I don't even know where I'm at.
Michelle Alvarez.
Hold on, because
one of my homegirls is livid about being post-op. She told me she regretted it hands down. She wished she could go back and told me it's not what she thought it would be, and now she's gagging all the time.
And let me tell you something. There's about half of the girls that are actually going through that but not saying anything.
Yeah.
Who wants to be embarrassed? Who wants to say the real truth about how it's not working? Who wants to celebrate the fact that, you know, that other people knows that this is not a good thing and people are having some really messed up experiences? And so many people are suffering
Now,
in
hold on, Nicole. Hold
silence.
on, Nicole. Hold on, Nicole. I'm not. We're not saying that it's not a good thing. We're not saying that it's not a good thing. What we're saying is you have to be sure that this is what you really want.
Really, really want.
Who's willing to step up and say that, bitch, that a lot of their influences, bitch, that are around them, bitch, are dictating how they think?
Oh,
Come on,
Don't play
because I
with me
mean,
today.
because
Don't
come
play.
on. Come
because
on,
there are some
somebody.
girls here that have. There are some girls here in the audience that has an SRS and they're happy. Nat, I read it when I see Natalie's comments. She's absolutely happy, and I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? And please tell us more about you know what I mean, how
How
you
how you
feel more
achieve that
complete.
happiness. Yes, and
Yeah,
how you achieve that. And
Because
absolutely.
they
what mental
right.
state? What was your mental state like? Because that's not everybody's story. And
Right.
believe it or not, it's not even half of the people's story, because most people are gagging. You
Yup.
know?
And Natalie says you have to know it's what you want. I love my body and love who I've become. And the thing about it is, a lot of them transition and get these surgeries, bitch, when it's not for them. They see it on somebody else
Yep.
and
Right.
Yep.
think it's for them.
A lot of people getting it because they're scared that they won't be able to have the opportunity to get it. So now they want to run and get it now.
Mm.
So they want to run and get it now, get the surgeries and stuff now. So in their hopes of, oh God, I got to get this surgery. I got to get this surgery because we cannot get it there. Let me tell you something. That is a very mental situation. And a lot of people need to be very careful. Very careful. And I hope we are advocating to people on this line and the people that's in the future that's looking to do so. I support that. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you going to live
At
your
the end
awesome
of the
life
day.
at the end of the day. But do your research, know where you're going, know what it's going to take, and also be ready for the mental, because what you feel at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 will not
It's
be the
not going
same
to be what
thing
you feel when you're
will at
20,
30
when you're
Ooh,
40.
ain't that the truth?
or 40 or
It's not going to be
30.
what you
It's
feel
not
when
going to
you're
be the
40.
same thing. No, it's going to be totally different. Your mind and what you thought, all the stress that you would have went through, you wouldn't go through at
Mm-hmm.
40. It's a total different thing. And so you need to understand that just as well as you grow, your mind grow. You know, people may want to what you call it, a SRS in the beginning and in the young stage, but then get to their 30s, bitch, and see that come and feel like how they enjoyed that, bitch, and say, you know what? I think I'm going to keep my thing a little bit longer.
Hello,
You
I'm
know,
one of right
because
here.
of yes, because I
I was
enjoy
like,
my,
I'm
you
gonna be
know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all my tea, my real tea, my real tea. I'd only tell this. I've only had this conversation with very few people. I think I had this conversation with y'all girls. Now in this room, there's 16, 17 people here. All right. This is my story. When I transitioned at 16, 17, I was under the impression by all my peers who were trans women. Oh, bitch, you're kind. You gotta be a bottom, bitch. This thing, if you're a top, that's disgusting, and da 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 da. So I was the quintessential bottom, and saying, oh no, don't touch my lily, don't touch my no place, and stuff like that. And
bitch,
then I
fuck
noticed,
that.
I know, hold on, bitch, because
Go ahead.
I was young, I was in my teens, right?
Go ahead.
And as I was as I was having sex and exploring my body with different men, and because I was a bitch, I was the whore of the town. And as I was having them, I've noticed that every time I gave my back door to a guy and he would leave, of course selling me the world, he would leave and I wouldn't see him again. I would feel nasty. I'd feel violated. I'd feel it. I would feel torn down. I would
Mm-hmm.
feel like shit. I'd feel like trash,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I noticed that once I started topping, right, when they would leave, if they came back, I didn't give a shit.
Because because you retained your power.
Right.
I mean, they
I didn't give a
on a
shit.
spiritual sense for
Wow.
you know, in
Yeah.
a spiritual sense, you retained your
Yes.
you retained your
You
power.
well actually you rerouted
Right.
it.
Right,
You rerouted it where one you were getting in and you were taking in what they were giving you. Now you started to give it out.
right.
And in return of giving it out, you don't have those same feelings attached to it when you give it out. That's what make a man, and that's what make a woman a
So
woman.
so they would leave, honey, and if they would leave, bitch, and I would never hear from them again, bitch. When they would hit me up later on, like months down the line, bitch, because the boys are legendary for doing that. They'll fuck
Right,
you in January and you won't see them again until November.
right.
Okay? When they would hit me up again, bitch, I'm texting them. I'm like, fucking faggot, nasty ass Butch queen, dirty bottom boy, and all this, bitch. Did you remember the last time you shit my dick, bitch, and you shit my fucking my sheets?
Oh, girl.
They
She
did.
always gotta take it there. She always gotta take it
They
there.
did. But
She
but
always gotta take it there.
but but I didn't feel less than. I didn't feel inferior, bitch. I guess you could say I felt powerful.
Yeah,
I
empowered.
found my goddess.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes, yes. I understand
A
exactly how you
shitty
feel.
goddess, but I found my
Well, no,
goddess.
no, and I get how you feel because that's the thing that made cis men, and cis woman. The fact that the cis woman did not have no way of making herself be able to give him what he gave her. You understand? And so when you get in it, when you get in dick, it feels a lot different receiving it and it being attached to you, proposed to you, giving the dick, and you just giving it out, busting it nut, and you keep it moving like this. And so when you doing it where you on a feminine side, you got all these feminine things attached to where you want him to hold you, you want to feel like, you just got this, and he just wants to fuck you and pay it. And
Can
that's what he
hold on,
does.
hold on. Can we get Uncle James on here?
Where's he at? Why would he be a part of this conversation?
Because he loves the girls and all the girls are kind.
I don't understand what will make him a
Okay.
part of this conversation of us being tops and talking bottoms and stuff like that. I just need to
I love you,
understand why
Uncle
my
James.
father
I still
need to
gotta
be a
call
part
you.
of that type of
Go ahead.
conversation.
That's Nicole. That's Nicole. Nicole sounds like she's in the hallway.
No, that's not me because that's not my phone on me. I mean, don't try to put it on
No,
us. No,
no,
it's
bitch, it
yours.
is you. You sound like you
Oh,
have something over your mouth.
oh, see, it ain't me this time, bitch.
It sounds like you have something over your mouth. Natalie says the girls think they are going to trap a man if they get a vagina, the same way cisgender women get pregnant to keep a man. That's not a reason to do this life-changing decision.
Absolutely.
Those are the ones who are miserable, and you're absolutely right,
Right,
Natalie.
right.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, that's much better, Nicole.
Oh, okay. The way I was laying, that's why.
Okay.
Mm.
Uncle Jay said, "No, no, not for this call."
I knew. I knew that wasn't right. Don't put forth on this phone call right here, baby.
Look, I love Uncle James, honey.
Can you
Can
read
you read?
minds,
Okay,
Denise?
yes, baby, yes. I'm going up to get it. Okay. All right. Alessandra says, because the girls also pressure, hold on, because the girls also pressure the other girls to get the surgery. And honestly, I feel that's why a lot of the girls got the surgery because it was a fad and it was
Absolutely.
cunt
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
to have an SRS. But now the girls are gagging in
Yep.
silence because it's not what they thought it would be.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
That's why it's so
And she says,
important
and
to
I thought
do
I
it
was
for
the
your.
only one. You're not the only one,
And
baby.
he's treating her like he treating everybody else. And you know what the sad thing about it is, Denise? What she can no longer do. Oh my God, I'm sorry. We got to take a moment of silence, y'all.
What happened?
Denise said it. She can no longer do it. She can no longer say, you know what, nigga? You've been putting that all in my ass and in my pussy, everything. Bend the fuck over. Let me make you gag. She can no longer do that. She took the right away from her being able to do that. And so now she feels, and especially if you're a trans woman and you come from having a Lily and you don't even have it to protect you any longer to be able to give you your power back. Like you said, you feel empowered. If they're
Yeah,
fucking you and,
yeah,
making you feel like cunt, then you feel like you taking it, but when you go do your shit, bitch, you feel like, yeah, now take that, nigga. Take that,
Bitch,
bitch. How
I
about
used
that?
to look at that shit as a problem. Now I look at it as my sense of
Where the
security,
fuck
bitch.
Right, and
you think
salute
you
you.
going?
Right.
Where the fuck you think you going?
It changes the situation, but could you imagine having your thing taken off and all of that and not be able to do that no longer, but you know how it felt? You know
Bitch,
how
I
it
get
felt.
scared. I get scared every time I get blown off by a guy who don't know how to do it. Bitch, teeth are shady. Teeth
Oh
are
my God.
shady.
See, this is this, you know what? Nene, I'm about to leave you.
No, 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 don't go nowhere. I'll shut up. I'll stop. I'm
This bitch said the TJMB, she was my shit. Oh God. Everybody knows she wants a blowjob. She's the top.
Bitch, listen. Bitch, I used to look at that shit as a problem. Now I look at it as my sense of security,
No,
bitch.
right. And the
There's
solution, no,
no
you're
shade.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Of course, it sounds really weird to hear, us talk
The
about it like that, but
But
it's the truth.
it comes
It's
from
the
it
truth.
comes from living life. You know what I mean? We've all lived. You know what I mean? We've all lived our
I'm gonna
individual
fuck them up.
lives.
They
You know
said
what I
teeth
mean?
does hurt.
Bitch.
yeah. But
Oh,
hold on,
bitch,
hold
I'll kick a
on,
bitch in
hold
the
on, bitch,
bitch.
because
Please,
Natalie, hold on. Natalie gave some insight. Natalie says, same goes for men who don't know how to eat it after you get the surgery. Laugh out loud teeth.
bitch.
Oh.
Bitch, so okay, so it's across the board. So can we all
I
agree?
will kick a bitch in the neck, bitch. Don't you dare, bitch.
Can we
Don't play
all
with me.
can we
I'm
all
gonna fuck this person to
agree?
that bitch said, imagine only having gums.
Oh, bitch, I've had that before. My
Woo,
ex-husband only has gum.
bitch.
Oh.
That's the
My
way to go, right there.
ex-husband, my ex-husband, my ex-husband only had gums. And I remember he used to complain about how they hurt so bad. I was like, but I already know you ain't got no teeth. Take them out. And bitch, when I tell you, he
I
was able to go
bitch.
down an extra 2 inches.
Oh shit. You know
Girl,
what?
shut up.
You know what? All right. This is what you see.
I
Oh my God.
can't. I
I'm not
can't.
doing this.
I can't.
What?
I can't. What you
Hey, sis,
He's able to go down an extra two
bitch?
inches.
an extra two
We
inches,
gotta
yeah.
laugh, bitch. This live been serious boots, bitch. We
You
gotta
see?
laugh, girl.
Yeah, an extra
We
two
gotta
inches, bitch. Gumming it.
Well, still with all of that we
Exactly.
did, yeah,
It's my lethal slurp.
I just think that we need to, the younger generation and the mid needs to be very careful, about why they pick and choose and to do these surgeries, but they also need to be what we started the conversation originally about is be careful about the men that they chose
right,
and that you choose.
right.
The men that you choose is very, very important.
It
There
is.
are men that will be suitable for your situation. You have to be able to find that man, and you can't find them doing all to putting your cards in only one basket. That's
Right,
just not going to happen like
right,
that.
And
right,
remember that some men, it's just who they are. They are manipulative, and they will try and they will try to make the perfect woman out of you for their needs.
right.
And they will
Yes,
Woo!
and
bitch.
they will mix
Yes,
and
bitch.
match
Speak it,
a whole
bitch.
bunch of different
Yes.
things, bitch, to
Speak it,
make you
bitch.
into the perfect woman for their needs. And
Yep.
if you get all these surgeries to be the perfect woman for his needs, and what if he
Oh.
decides that you're not the woman for his needs, bitch?
After he
That's
done,
where he
wait a
After.
minute.
decides that.
This is after
That
he
is where
done
he
got you
decides
all
that.
prepared. After he was wasting all his time trying to make you into the woman he wanted you to be. After you done fought to do everything the way he liked you to do it, then he tells you that he doesn't even want you. But guess what? And the person he does want got a dick, and he's deciding to go back to that.
Bitch, hot grits. Hot grits. Hot grits.
Bitch, hot grease, bitch. Hot
Right,
grease.
right, right
Hot
before he wakes
bubbling
up to work.
grease.
Okay? He
Bitch.
decides to go back with a trend to go back to what you already came from. He decides to go back. How? Let me tell y'all something. Let's be real serious for a minute. How bad on your mental mind do you think? How far that can send somebody? Just think about it.
Bitch, please.
Well,
Just think
I
about
mean,
it.
look, imagine me. I have come up in the ballroom scene being called racist by my peers because of my trauma with dark-skinned men.
Mm.
Racist. When it's a preference. Bitch, everybody has their preference of who they want to date or who they like to date. Every time I come around, and mind you, I will never say I will never date a dark-skinned man. I say that they have to work 2 times as hard to get my attention because of my traumas.
Well, bitch, because these bitches in this scene is backwards, bitch, and they want you to keep reliving your trauma every time you want to go date a guy.
Well, that's true.
Motherfuckers. If
That's true.
that's your preference, that's your motherfucking preference. Why should you have to relive you know what I mean? A trauma when that's not your preference. Everybody has preferences. That doesn't mean just like straight men have preferences that don't include trans women. Does that mean that they're transphobic? No.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't make somebody transphobic because they don't want to sleep with you.
But a
Nope.
manipulating son of a bitch will play that card to the bone.
True.
Oh yes, very true.
True.
A
Very true.
manipulating son of a bitch will play that card to the
A
bone.
narcissist. A
A
narcissist.
narcissist, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of guys. That's what they have. I think it's really, really all about the
Oh,
growth.
let's see. Y'all bitch needs to stop playing that double dutch shit.
Oh, I haven't been put out in a minute, so you're not talking to me.
No, she just left.
That was her. So she been left 3 times, and I only came out once. So they not been
Okay,
double
that's
dutch.
fine.
I think that a lot of the mental growth, it has a lot of mental growth. You have to understand. Nicole said it before I could text
What she
it.
said, baby?
Work. What did I say, Nisi? What did I say, Denise?
I don't know.
A
We
lot
said
of.
a lot of shit.
I sure did, bitch. But let me say this: a lot of that mental thing that they play on your head is the thing that they play on regular cis women people. You understand? And when they realize that they can't even get you like that, you goes back to being a guy anyway. Okay,
Right.
bitch. Whenever
Narcissistic.
they can't break you down and bring you. I'm back. I heard your shady ass
Good. I'm
too.
glad you did. So now you know. So now you know.
Ever said I heard you, bitch.
And it's no shade. You will find trans men who do the same shit.
Ooh, and that's a whole nother topic because now we have trans men that we all imagine to be with, and from a man perspective, and now they're becoming trans men to go with straight men or BQs over the whole feminine spectrum. So the whole feminine, look at this bitch, she's so stupid. Look at her. Look, bitch, look at oh,
I'm triggered. Bitch, I'm triggered.
So,
Her and this cigar.
no.
Triggered.
Somebody said, wait a minute, not all trans men.
No, not all trans men, but some.
Not all,
Some.
but a lot of them
Not all trans
are
men. Not all trans men.
transitioning to go to the masculine spectrum of the line, like to end up dating butch queens or to date cis men, or what happened to the feminine? They don't require that no more. Now they become gay to become gay men. They become a man to become. I just want to be helped with that. They no longer require any femininity. Now they go to the skits of being a man on a man.
I don't.
Right.
I have my theory.
Well, we got a long comment. Somebody got a long comment. We're going to read it.
I have.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. Oh, I have never been with. Chantel says, I have never been with a trans man, but watching other relationships, I've seen the trans man move like the cis tranny chaser.
Ooh. And then they blame us and say that we're the tranny.
All right, wait, Nisi. Next comment. Read the next one, Nisi.
I love trans women, but after I had my bottom surgery, they say I won't be able to have sex with a trans woman. Who said that? I mean, I've been with one trans. Well, I have not been with him, but I was close to having sexual relations with one trans man who had the gender affirming surgery, but I knew that I could not have sexual intercourse with him because his shit was just too big.
Wait a
Like
minute.
his
What do you mean
thing,
how it was big?
it was as thick as my wrist. It was a bitch, and
He
I
was
have
a
a thick
trans
wrist. It was
man?
as thick as my. Where are you sticking that? Not in my booty hole.
Wait, but it was a trans man?
Yes.
How did he get that? He bought it?
No, he had a sex change. He had the SRS.
And they made it that big?
Yes, they did.
Oh,
Well, it's
oh
so
They
many
did.
no.
people that never says anything good about that
But
surgery, though, for a trans man.
he had it done. He had it done in California. He had it done a very long time ago. And when I met him was a very long time ago. So he
Mm.
had it at a point where it was like something new. So the it was not aesthetically pleasing to the eye to see it. It
Okay.
looked very weird. It looked very weird.
Okay.
I'm not hating because I just recently saw another one that I was just like all I wanted to, but at the time it looked like the way that it was constructed, what the hole of the penis, the where the urethra was, it would look like it was just tucked in. It looked like a Chipotle burrito.
Oh, God
Oh,
forbid.
wow.
So
Okay, the next comment to
I
read.
can't eat Chipotle burritos no more. But and it was thick like it too.
Well, just like
But the boys
you
are
said,
cool.
that was at the beginning when they were, I guess they were first doing it.
Yes,
Of course, a lot
yes,
of the
yes. It
early
wasn't.
ones are not going to look as, probably aesthetically pleasing because, they probably, a lot of them probably didn't know, what they were doing and,
Hold on one
not enough
second.
know enough about trans bodies.
All right, somebody
Zaymari,
left alone one thing here.
Zaymari, hold on. Zaymari says doctors say that my penis will not be able to penetrate. That's interesting. I wonder why. He also says yes, if he's a big guy, he won't be able to penetrate because his penis will be too big. But small guys like me still won't be able to penetrate because it's not stiff enough. Well, this guy, and I'm not going to say his name. He's a very popular man, but I'm not going to say his name. He had the rod in it, so his stuff always stood semi-hard. So it was stiff enough to actually penetrate me if I chose to want to like not have a booty hole no more. But it was just not aesthetically pleasing. So we just laid there and jerked each other off. It was great.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about life today is that we always can find ways to improvise. You know what I mean? I mean, no, it's really, no, it is. It's really true because if we, that's the good thing about us in life today is that
See your
we can
circle
make it
jerk.
work. We're gonna make it work some way, somehow, bitch. Y'all get it, bitch? We're gonna make it work, bitch. We're gonna play with some booty, we're gonna play with some nipples, we're gonna play with something, something is gonna work. If y'all feel me out there, put the hearts up, y'all. Put your hearts up if y'all listening and y'all know what
Share
we
this
talking
live.
about.
Please share this live. Please share this live. Please share this live.
Share this live. This
Share
is
this
one
live.
definitely one for the books.
Come on,
The
please come
live
on in the
the
room.
live you share just might be your own.
Come on in the room. Come on in the room.
Yes. So, it was, but either way, like, and to, to the young man's credit, who I was talking about right now today, he's married, happily married.
Mm.
He has the wife. His wife is a trans woman too. I would love to pull her to the side one day and ask her, Miss Thing, how? I'm sure you have stock and depends. But I
Well,
think
that's
she,
really interesting to actually have it happen when you have people like the guy that's on the live speaking and saying that it wasn't his, is
yes.
not stiff enough. So you know that there may be a lot of people that encountered that same problem with it not
Right.
Well,
being.
lately, from what I've been hearing about from a lot of my brothers, is that a lot of them are having complications with their phallus.
Wow.
I know,
Mm.
yeah, I know a guy who uh, um he's gone back and forth and had multiple surgeries on his penis to make sure it's function, and it's not the aesthetic, it's the function.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? And there's different types of procedures to do. You have the rod, you have, I think it's you have the pump. I don't know where the hell they put the pump. I'm guessing you squeeze the balls hard enough, honey, and it stiffens the dick. I don't know, bitch. That's real CBT session for me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's different ways, you know what I mean? But at any rate, may we ask Zaymari, like, what did I pronounce it? Yeah, Zaymari. What kind of procedure did you have?
Yes, they are. I had
Niambi.
about. Oh,
Oh,
yes, they
there you go.
are. I had about. Wait, he says. Yes, they are. I had about 3 guys I had to take back to surgery. One guy went to surgery 6 times for his penis.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at
Wow.
Now, mind
that.
you, you can't even go that much for your when you have a vagina. Once you get that shit taken inside out, you inside out.
No, baby.
That's a whole
No,
thing.
baby. If that hole closes, you have to go back in and have another have them cut. They need to cut your vaginal canal open again.
Oh,
Oh my God. And so
yeah,
it
sis.
basically closes up to lock up.
It
Right.
closes, yeah, because it's an open wound, so you constantly have to dilate. Either you
Dilate.
constantly have
Yeah.
to dilate, honey, or run the number 6 train, honey.
Well,
Run the deuces.
I know a few people, and I have a sister that has a very successful surgery. She's had it for a very long time, and
Mm-hmm.
she can take a lot of eat mug, and everything works regular degular. However, she did not get it on Medicaid, and
Mhm.
she did leave the country to actually have the surgery. But again, a lot of people was having that surgery here because we got the opportunity, and so we feel like, let me go get it now. Let me take it now. And so we got all these people lining up at the surgery door, but their
It's
mentality,
not
first of all,
there.
half of them still act like Butch Queen and drags. You
Bitch,
Ooh,
understand? No, it's still true. They still
ooh.
washing and taking
bitch.
care of themselves. Like Niambi, it's a lot of posting. I don't want to miss nobody. Oh no, let's
Oh,
Hold
get
on.
to
Rain says no. I heard on girls the vaginal canal ripped, so feces was coming into the vaginal canal and
oh
causing infection. The
mm,
fistula. Yeah, the fistula.
oh my good night. Oh my God. Bless
Chantel
them,
says
Lord.
those surgeries is to trick people. Don't get those surgeries because they want to use it. It's because they can just view the born part, meaning they might not use it for sex. Like if I had a sex change, it would just be because I hate tucking, but I would continue to my backside for sexual pleasure because that's what I know.
Wow. Mm.
But I
You're
hear you. I
confused?
hear.
You're confused by it?
Yes,
Break it down.
yes.
Break it down, Nacy. Go
I'm
ahead.
I'm con- I'm confused by it because let's be honest, bitch. Fucking in the butt is painful. That shit hurts.
But you get used to it for a lot of people.
Yeah, you do get used to it, but still, you know what I mean? If I'm going to have a sex change, it's because A, I don't have no use for my penis no more, and B, because it cuts down time on prep time. Bitch, I don't have to be sitting hovering over my toilet for an hour, squeezing and dushing and squeezing and dushing and squeezing and dushing and squeezing. Bitch, bitch, thing that is a pain in the ass.
Well, you know what else was a pain in the ass? That you just realize you get up and your whole pussy is just closed.
Bitch, I went on YouTube one time. Bitch, it only took me one time to see what they do. And I was like, no, you will not on my body. Period.
That's a really scary situation that to do something like that. And this is why we're having the topic, because we want people to understand that you need to really be mentally ready for that experience. It
And not
comes
just
with a lot of
SRS, any of the
yes,
surgeries, any of them,
yes,
any of
yes,
them,
absolutely, yes.
even
You're
down
right.
to hormones, anything that has to do with your transition. It is a conversation that you need to sit down with yourself and have.
Hold,
How far do you want to go to? Do you want to transition? How far you would like to go with your transition? Your
hold on one
reasoning
sec.
for
Hold on one
transition.
second. Zaymari says, do the girls know that after you have the surgery, you no longer have natural hormones and you have to forever take the shot? Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. That statement in its totality is a myth, but you naturally don't produce a
Mm,
strong enough amount of
no, you don't,
estrogen
and you
to
have to take a shot.
hold
Yeah.
on to maintain the body. Now, honestly, your body's main the trans woman's main source of testosterone is in the testes, is in the balls, right? But we also have the prostate, which produces a very light amount of testosterone as well. Now, once you have the sex change, no, you cannot take shots no more, because then you're pounding a very strong dose of estrogen into a body
That's
that
true.
doesn't produce a strong amount of testosterone to combat it anymore. So you would either have to take the gel, the what is it, the patch, or the pill.
Hmm. Hmm.
But
That's true.
you can't ingest
Yeah.
the same amount of hormones no
Right.
more.
That's true. That's
Um,
true.
what else was I gonna say? And oh, no, let's discuss this part. How the surgeries that you get with Medicaid do not equate the surgeries you get when you pay out of pocket or with commercial insurance.
Yes.
Do you
Very true.
hear me? Are you
Yes.
hearing me? The
Yes.
surgeries that you get
Yes.
when you are paying with Medicaid do not equate to the type of care,
Mm.
to the type of of experience you get when you pay out of pocket or when you pay with commercial insurance.
I love you, Sakina. I think you called me. I love you. Yes. I hope everyone is listening. Share this live. Come on in the room. And Denise, for the third time, please repeat what you said so that everyone can hear you in the back.
The care and the amount of experience you get when you pay for surgeries with Medicaid is not the same as when you pay out of pocket or with commercial insurance. Understand that Medicaid pays a certain amount for these insurances. You're out of it on the table. You probably are not being touched by the board certified physician. You are being operated on by
Mm,
students.
mm,
Mm. Mm.
mm.
Mm.
And you better hope that the student who is operating you on you is at the head of the motherfucking class.
Okay, so story time.
Come on.
So I was at work one day, and at work, I was in the back. I'll never forget it. I was in drug treatment. I was in the room. I was actually getting ready to prepare myself for a group, and I got someone said to come. Nicole, that there's somebody that you need to speak to. So I went, and I was somebody started telling me the story about how um, Mount Sinai was taken out of silicone, that they had got in contact with this really fab doctor who she is a cancer doctor who takes out tumors and stuff. And so when you taking out silicone, that's what a lot, of it is like big tumors. And so this is what they're doing at Mount Sinai. Nicole, there's one other person that went and got it done. So I go and I reach out to this one other person. She tells me that she got it done or whatever. But what she did was a little bit different. She was like that after getting it done. Um, she went. They gave her a little bag, and so that's what she has in her breast. The difference was between her was that my breast was fully rocked with silicone, and hers may not have been as full. So I go to inquire about it from Mount Sinai. I go there, and so Dr. Tang is there, and he is the one that is going to be doing the surgery along with this other doctor who's a woman cancerous doctor from Mount
Fucking
Sinai
stupid.
at the time. And she's basically is the reason why you could feel safe at getting the surgery done, because she is an expert in taking out tumors and taking out that all that, silicone and everything, right? And so I prepared for this surgery and thinking, Okar is on Medicaid. At the time, I wasn't thinking like I should have been thinking, because had I been thinking, I would have thought to take out the silicone and to let my body and my chest heal. But instead, when they offered the idea of giving me back my implants, I kept moving. So I end up having September 26, 2017, I end up having the surgery that changed my life forever.
On my birthday. Mm-mm-mm.
Forever. Forever. Forever.
I remember.
Okay. After having the surgery, it was beautiful, bitch, when it was done. And then about 2 weeks in, the body did some, and before you know it, bitch, one breast was filled with water and blood, liquid, fluid, and blood. And you was able, and it was like if it was sitting between the bag and my skin, like almost like. So I go down to Mount Sinai. Right? Just what they tell me, Nisi, what it was, Amelia, how you said him,
It was a
where was it again?
oh my
With
God,
an H,
a hematoma,
yes,
not a hematoma,
yes, like
a
something
hematoma.
into that effect. Yeah, it's like a something to that effect. Yes, yes, Sakina, back then, yes, you remember. Oh my God, don't do it, Sakina, be quiet. She'll make me cry. The Tina and Marie, that's what it was, Tina and Marie. And it was so pretty. And so 2 weeks later, my body just went berserk. Now, keep in mind, Dr. Ting and the lady, I forgot her name, so I'm just saying the lady, the cancerous doctor, was the one who initially did the surgery. When I had that issue, I had to go in and they had to do another surgery. Dr. Ting came and did that surgery, right? So now in this surgery, though, you guys, I lose my nipple because they have to now because when they did the first surgery, they took the nipple out and placed it back, but didn't let me know that. And so the whole time in the healing, the nipple was being smashed because it was
Oh my God.
healing with something up against it. So it wasn't healing where it was able to breathe and heal. No, it had the fucking bra that was up against it. And they never told me that they replaced or took the nipple off and had replaced it, and that it needed to be dealt with. Basically, I shouldn't be laying on my chest, my stomach. I shouldn't have been laying on my breast at all. I was never told that. So when I go in there for the hemogloma, whatever it was, I'm not saying it right,
The
but that's,
hematoma, yeah,
yeah, and that in my breast, I
the
end up
seroma, the
losing
seroma,
seroma. There you go, sis.
seroma.
Yes, seroma. Yeah, you're right. I end up losing the nipple. Now,
Yeah, because it wasn't
because the
healing.
cancer lady gutted me completely out, I didn't realize how they gutted me out. She didn't just take the silicone, she took all the silicone, all the scar tissue, all the muscle, all the everything out of there. So, bitch, my breast was basically skin.
Oh my
So, when
God.
they put the implant bag in, the little hole that was there for the nipple showed you directly to the implant bag, because there was no meat, there was no white meat,
Oh.
there was no blood, there was none of that. So now they're saying in their head, I'm saying to them, Nisi, thinking, listen, the healing for where the nipple is, that's a different type of skin. That skin is not going to grow back the same way, because of it being taken off. That's not the same type of skin. It's not that the areola area. That's a different type of skin. So
Yeah.
no, they just got it in their head that it's going to grow back. Why do Dr. Ting decide to give all of the silicone patients to the up and coming doctor that he had been teaching for 2 sessions? Medicaid, this is why I'm telling the story, what she said. So Dr. Ting decides now to jump off ship and leave all the patients that did the reconstruction breast silicone to Dr. Fing, who just walked on the set from learning from Dr. Ting. So now, when Dr. Ting was the one that did the first 2 surgeries, I'm in the room with Dr. Fing. So I'm like, well, where's Dr. Ting at? Well, Dr. Ting is now doing more of the SRSs, and they're giving Dr. Fing. So basically, they building their team. This is what they're doing. They thinking they building their dream team. While the whole time I was the puppet and was the first guinea pig. So now every time that the scar, the scab grew over the hole, it would fall off. You saw directly to the implant bag. And so that means every time I needed a whole new surgery. They needed to cut me back open, wash the bag, wash everything, and give me a whole new surgery. Let me say that they did that to me 7 times. From September 2017 until
Marie.
February 2018, I had 7 surgeries. Because every time the scab would fall off, you would see the implant bag, and then the implant bag would somehow be rejecting it. And so every single time they went down lower and lower. And mind you, the bag started from 800
And do you know
cc's.
and do you know how dangerous it is to have a bag exposed?
Right. So from 800 cc's, right? So I'm going through this the whole time. Nobody is knowing the full details of my surgeries. But this is when I'm gagging it. My body is, now mind you, that type of surgery is huge, right? I'm having those many surgeries within a 6-month time. My body was basically done for it. But I don't know, but the grace of God, I'm still trooping. So they decide, oh, wow. Now after all these surgeries, we realize this is not going to work. The same guy that they just put in there after Dr. Ting, just let him take over. Now he done did Kelly, he done did these other people, he done do it other people, but I'm his guinea pig, so he's still dealing with me. So he says, it's one thing we can do. I said, what's that thing? He said, we can go into your back, we can take your muscle, we can build it into your breast. The bag will have something to latch onto. You may experience some back pain or whatever, but the breast and stuff will heal. Oh my God.
Bitch, I tell him to do it on himself first. Do it on his mother first. Fucking asshole.
That is ridiculous. This is why we say.
So I say to Dr. Fang, this is too much. All right. So okay, what can I do, y'all? I have a hole in my fucking breast. It's not healing. The areolar skin don't heal. But it was almost, I was mad at myself because I was like, common sense. You know that areolar skin is different. It's not the same thing as our regular skin. Everybody pull up their shirt and feel your areolar skin. It's different than your regular skin.
Don't get me to start feeling on my areola. It feels good.
It's important to have these conversations.
Up,
thank you. I love you, daughter. So I let him do it. Not to know that I would be creating a whole new, another set of problems. Because guess where this muscle is at? This muscle is by my lungs. And guess where I'm doing all these surgeries at? On my chest, opening my chest. So now they're going in the back. They go into the back of my chest, basically. And right where my lungs are, they cut me with a long cut. They took, Jason, I was thinking about you earlier today. It's only one. That's what I was thinking about. It's could only be one Jason. I was watching them go back and forth, and I was looking at people's faces and stuff, and I was just saying, just a real quick sidebar. There can only be one Jason, and that's you. Kudos to you. So I was not aware of the other problem that I'm going to tell you happened. So it was right by my lungs. So guess what, y'all? I let them take the muscle out my back. At first, it wasn't that much pain. Can you say soothe them? I don't. Well, we'll get to that. Because this what for her fingers is doing. There's different technicalities in this shit. This is the game. That's the fucked up shit.
They make you sign waivers and shit.
It's a fucked up shit. So the muscle now he takes from my back. I need to tell y'all right now to this day, that was 2018. I have been living in pain. Denise and Niambi both I've been living in pain since. So that giving me right my pain meds. I'm being very transparent. And so now from that to this, now I'm on pain meds because I've never been in this amount of pain. My breast has got more cuts than a little bit. And I still got bags. I got to keep understanding while I'm doing these surgeries, I never decided to let the bags come out. So now the bags are truly stressing my chest, stressing my breasts. But at this point, bitch, y'all got to know, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. As I can say with not being in tears, I didn't want to walk out of there with no breasts after fighting for so long, bitch. I was determined not to walk out of there with one breast. No, that's not fair. So I kept it. And then, okay, so now my back is having these pains. But guess what, y'all? The breast healed. The breast healed so bitch that it started growing. The muscle and the implant, now you can't see it. And the breast is all soft and everything. And guess what breasts look like they have a problem now? The other breast that endures the same trust, because now that breast needs the same muscle and the same thing done to that side. And so now there's little things that's happening. But before we jump into that, right after they do the surgery, about a year into it, so they did it in February, and they left me with 2 different type of bags. So now we're at the 8th surgery, y'all, February 2018. They say you have to wait a whole, basically 6, 7, 8 months with those bags to make sure everything healed, and then we will put both of the same size implants in. So now it's all the way September 2018. Okay, we're going to give you back those bags now. Okay, so I get it back, everything is cool. Now, once I get these bags back, everything becomes different. I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm having breathing problems. I can't walk long periods of time. Now, we're talking about 2018. So I can't walk long periods of time. I'm going back and forth to the doctor. I'm saying to them, like, what's going on. Now, mind you, all the things that I like to do or would love to have done, I couldn't do as much or couldn't do at all because of the surgeries. So I couldn't get high. I couldn't be smoking down. I couldn't be smoking weed, even though they may have been times that I would try. It just wasn't working out for me in that part, at least until everything was done. And that was way after 2018. So now I'm walking with pain and barely could breathe. But as we are, trans women, bitch, I'm keeping pressing. I got to work. I go back to work immediately, bitch. First of all, I was working from the hospital bed, okay? I was doing it because I still had to survive. I have a husband. I had a daughter who was on her way to college. This is what it was given. I needed to still do what I had to do. Now I'm about to move. So now it's 2019, and the breathings are getting worse. No, y'all, I went to the doctor, y'all, on this Medicaid. I told him no one thought to think that how much everything that was just done and that they should have done these tests and everything. And instead, they were just giving me pumps. And they were telling me, oh, you probably need to slow down in smoking and this and that. And I'm slowing down every single time. And then to the point that I realized, like, yo, I don't even smoke like that, bitch. Like, I'm a bum with loose leaves and this thing. I'm not going to buy packs of cigarettes to be smoking. And if I'm lit, that's the only time that was going to happen. But no, it's 2019, y'all. It's 2020. And now the blocks are getting shorter. Why can't I fucking breathe? What the fuck is going on? I go through this big old tragedy, another day for another story. I want to stay on one story with losing the husband, the daughters, everything, everything. And now I fall to get sick. You say, well, you have, like COP. How do I have COPD? I don't smoke. I wasn't that girl. How is this possible? Well, they found fibers in your lungs. Well, those fibers, why are you saying fibers? Why won't you say silicone? Why won't you say what it is? Why are you trying to say this little specimen or this little thing? Like, why won't you say what it is? But basically, it was silicone. There was little different, silicone things that was obviously pushed and failed and rolled in there with, all the surgeries and everything that was done. That was also causing my breathing to clogging up my breathing holes. Now, adding on to the lifestyle, whether I was smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, and everything was really, really enhancing the situation. The whole time I never knew what was I going through and everything. And so it just went to one day, boom, me being outside, having a really good time with my girlfriends. I was down in Harlem. We went to the after party. We went to everywhere. It was lit. And then like 2 days later, I come in my house and my whole chest closed up on me and I'm by myself and I can't breathe and I'm not understanding. Remember, Denise? Like, what the fuck happened? And I had to be rushed out to the hospital. Yes. So I can't breathe and I have to be rushed out to the hospital. So I get to the hospital, the lady tells me how it's a number of things. How the skin heals so bad and it's so tight over my lungs that when I don't have the muscle back, what's the name? It tightens and it's almost like if it's smothering my lungs, so I can't breathe that way, right? Then she also says that there's a lot of, there we go, fiber and different things that's going on in the lung, like showing me the pictures of basically different type of, I don't know if it's air, different type of specimens. It's like I said, silicone, like, but they won't say it. They won't say it for me.
It was
I want them to say it.
a shoddy botched surgery by students. In essence, students
Well,
learning a
he
new
wasn't a,
procedure.
it wasn't just, it was him and he was a doctor, but he was a new doctor.
He was,
I
yeah,
don't know
he
what
was
his
basically a
credentials.
student learning a new procedure from someone whose specialty was not removing
He
silicone.
did,
The
he did
specialty was
everybody's.
yeah.
He did everybody. Let me finish my story. He did everybody. So now we're at the end of it, and this is the end of my story, y'all. And y'all can ask questions or whatever it is. Now the second time it happens, I don't go from, oh, Nicole, this is what you're dealing with. You may need to not do this, or you may need not to do this no more. This way, no. I go from, oh, you have to be put on oxygen. That's it. Just like that. Just and so the whole time, like when she made the statement of Medicaid and how when the whole time throughout all those affirming surgeries and all that, it was a cut, it was a butcher to the butcher to the butcher to the butcher until it started to deprive me of other things that I had needed, like your lungs and your ribs, all the stuff that you need in our body. It started to deprive me from other things. And there were other girls who have also, and privately, who don't talk about it, is go through the same exact thing with just having that silicone on their breasts, on their chest, because it's on your chest and the silicone moves. It breaks up and it moves whenever it wants to. So you got to be very careful because it can leak down into your blood. A piece of it can move down and the other piece can stay right up there on your leg. And so with different pieces, so you can imagine different particles as the way they expressed it, particles and different, fiber, little pieces of silicone and all that, just getting caught up in my lung situation, and this is where I'm at. And so now I went from, at my age, something that should have happened to me probably when I'm in my 70s and 80s, happened to me drastically in my fucking 40s, and this is the hit. It's not, we can redo this, we can make it. It's like, get yourself together to prepare for a transplant, because that's the only thing that can make it, fix it. And so there you have it. There you have it. And if you know anything about a transplant, that's one of the most difficult surgeries, and it's a lot, it's a whole bunch of trauma, mental health, there's a whole lot of stuff in it, with that being the decision. So now you are not able to smoke or kill, smoke anything. So if you just jittery, nervous and everything, you're gonna get over it regularly, because if you do any of those things, you can fucking die. And you gotta hope and pray that you're able to be able to get on the transplant list, and have the opportunity to, and then that can be very different. That can go very, very different, because the transplant could not go, it can reject. It's just like silicone. It's just like silicone. The transplant, my body can reject it. And that would be all for what then?
And on top of that, what if the HMO that she does have tied to the Medicaid does not cover transplant? Then what? Because that's another reality.
Yes, that is another reality. And so I've been in my house trying to survive, trying to figure out how to remain myself, trying to still have my passion. I love the work. I love helping people. I'm in my house trying to figure out every way to still be able to kind of like live and still be myself and be able to do and take care of myself. I'm not ready for all of that. I'm still ready to make things happen and say things. I want to have I want a house. I still see these things, but here trying to, and it started with getting some surgeries, being told Medicaid is doing it, Mount Sinai, just like Denise said about the statement she made about going, and because other girls went and paid for things to get done different, and they had a different result. And those are facts. Girls who went through what I was going through, who did not use Medicaid, went and paid for it, and they had a different result. And so, yeah. And right now, it took a lot to be able to have this conversation as strongly as I just did, because as Denise and Nate would tell you, bitch, it's always been a crying situation, because how hopeless is this? How hopeless is it that you have to be hopeful? So yeah, this is how important, transition and surgeries are. You may not think that what I'm going through applies to you right now, but I want to let you know that when I started out, my silicone was soft and they were separated and it looked nice. And what happened over time. So y'all can go back and read the paragraphs, y'all, because I've seen a couple of them going by there. So yeah, I need to take a deep breath real fast and have a hot chocolate cake.
So Jason, it's not that they just do whatever. They create the gender affirming care, but the gender affirming care and the gender affirming surgeries are basically, in other words, you are the lab rat. You're the experiment as far as Medicaid is concerned. So in essence, they hit you with the, okay, so we're paying for this now, and we can do this with Medicaid, and Medicaid is paying for this and all this gender affirming surgeries. But what's going on is that you are a guinea pig, in essence, for doctors who are just learning how to do them, because Medicaid pays up to a certain amount. Medicaid is not going to pay a doctor the full amount for whatever it is that you're doing, period. And what they do is once they feel that they have garnered enough hours to be board certified for that specialty, they can now take their practice and move elsewhere and start either collecting money from commercial insurances or being accepting payments out of pocket for it. It's not so much that it being free is a red flag. It's you really have to vet the surgeon properly. You know what I mean?
Well,
If they're telling
at the time, not to cut you off, it was like we had been trying for years to have the doctors touch us, those of us who have had silicone for years. For those who are just coming on this live, y'all missed the whole story. You can go back and watch it. But share this live. There's some things being said. We have been fighting and going around for years. I come from the 90s, the early 90s, and people didn't touch you if you had silicone. Bottom line.
Yeah.
No doctors was touching you. None of them was giving you that. It was not doing that. So to have the opportunity present itself at a time that a lot of that shit that y'all got was a lot of that working and stuff that I did and marching and being out there, we were being visible. And to have this go on, it was like almost like profound, you know, almost like, yes, bitch. Ooh, we here. Ooh. And so you're not even seeing, because if I remembered, I would have remembered if I ever had the opportunity. I told myself I would have it taken out and I wouldn't put any bags. I was so excited, and at the fact that they can do it all, I forgot what I told myself all those years ago, trying to find a doctor that would touch us, that I would do. So I didn't even, you know, and a lot of times I also feel my own guilt, like, damn it. But it all happened all so fast, and it was like, okay, look, bitch, this is what we got, and this is what's here. And then you had all my girlfriends and everybody, and then Kelly, and you had all this stuff going on. So everybody wants to, you know, run and get it done. Everybody's like happy and like, you know, and bitch, I was like the first one that went, and I indulged more surgeries than everybody
is
that
Ting
I'm
even
knowledgeable
is
about.
Dr.
Dr.
Ting even
Fing,
still
Dr.
he's
Ting
still
is still
practicing?
there, but Dr. Fing was kicked out. What had took place was that the insurance realized what he was doing, and so any surgeries that was coming up in his name, they stopped paying for it. And after that, they kept doing more procedures, and no, not more procedures as him doing surgeries. No, more procedures and looking into him and removing him altogether. Niambi, could you read some of the paragraphs that we missed? Because I see one who's just.
Zamari says she is so right. A lot of times doctors take a risk on removing silicone from your face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, and that's another thing. Like, you really have to listen to when the doctors are explaining these things to you. And if you don't understand, please ask questions.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't understand that word. Can you break it down in layman's terms? Can you break it down in terms that I would understand? Because regardless, if you're going to remove silicone should be removed at the same way that if you're going to implant it into your body, in very small increments.
Yes.
When you're putting silicone
Yes.
in your body, it's supposed to be in very small increments, because what happens is that the trauma that you're causing on your body when you're injecting silicone, once it's settled in your body, it mimics muscle.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Then what happens is that if you put too much at one time, you develop a seroma. Now, what happens
Yep.
is the body does not identify the silicone that you're putting in there. So because it's not identified and it can't push it out, it encapsulates it
Yep. Grabs onto it and.
and and turns it into a hard ball,
Yep.
so that it cannot cause any more damage to the body,
Yep.
right?
She's right.
Now, once that happens, once your silicone capsulates, you have two options. You can actually break the capsulation, which is a very painful process, an extremely painful process, But in breaking the capsulation, it will loosen up the silicone and your silicone will be soft again. 2, removing the silicone. In removing of the silicone, it's a surgical procedure, but it has to be done in very small increments because you have to catch what is the silicone versus what is actual muscle. If they take too much out at one time, they could be removing muscle and now you are disfigured.
That's what they, thank you. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And so while they were trying to remove, they removed everything.
Oh, bitch, I'm
where they were
gonna go to
taking
medical
my
school.
muscle
Yes.
and everything.
Surgeon.
Like, it was
Fuck
like,
you up.
no, they took everything to the point where I can feel like it was nothing in my skin but the bag.
Yeah, and you'll have
There's
a concave motherfucking a valley on your chest.
And you can tell that they scraped out way more stuff than they should have. And now that there's a ruptured, traumatized skin that's now being put 800 cc's on top of.
Then to your credit, Nicole, I mean, let me just say this also. If you are going that route to remove silicone, especially as aesthetically pleasing as us as trans women want our bodies to look, when it comes to such a sensitive place as the chest, you must, if you're going to remove silicone, even if you're going to remove bagged silicone, you must allow your chest time to heal, okay? Because us as Black and brown women, we are prone to keloid skin. Keloids are scar tissue that bubble up, okay?
Thank God I don't have that. Thank God. Oh my
Black
God.
and brown women are the only people who are susceptible to keloid skin. I have keloid skin, okay?
Well,
Now,
that was what they was afraid of, that if they kept cutting me, that my skin, if it was to keloid,
yeah, that's
they would have to
it.
be
That's
cut.
it.
Right. It would have
That's it.
been, yeah, right. There you go.
That's it. They would have had to play with your lungs like if it was Play-Doh. Now, another thing about that is when you're having surgery and you are someone who is of African American descent, like black and brown people, getting cut open with a scalpel is extremely dangerous because scalpel cutting is what causes keloid skin.
The
They
blade.
would have to cut you. They would have to make the incisions with lasers because the laser will cauterize the incision as it's moving along to prevent keloid skin.
Yes.
Come on, I should be a nurse, bitch. I should be a surgeon. Bitch, come on. Who has $25,000? I'll do your pussy right here in my bedroom.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I'll give you a thick hot pocket, honey.
That's not cute.
That's not cute.
Bitch, but I know the motherfucking not cut you up with no motherfucking kitchen knife, bitch. I know to hit you with a motherfucking laser. Bitch, you'll have a hot pocket in no time.
Bitch, I ain't trusting it. I ain't trusting that. Bitch, I'm sorry. I'm not trusting that.
Hot pocket.
No.
Kwame says you should. I have yet to encounter a trans physician of color. Well, let me introduce you to Ayana Khan, who is a trans woman of color who is a physician.
Yeah.
I think she's a pediatrician. I don't know if she's a physician of general medicine for adults. Is she a pediatrician? I'm not sure. Ayana.
I'm trying to think back to. She said her title at the House Lives Matter.
Yeah, but she is a board certified doctor.
Yes, she is.
And she's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
She is.
But and I don't know Ayana's story. I don't know, I mean, if she had the support necessary, the necessary support to actually do something like that. If she had to move mountains, if if her story was one of adversity. I don't know, but you know what I mean? I thank God every day that she is someone who looks like us, who is actually there doing it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm. Speaking of hot pockets, bitch, I'm hungry. I want a hot pocket now.
But share this live as a
Share this,
testimony to Nicole's
yes.
resilience, because Nicole is definitely one of the strongest bitches that I know, and the fact that still she is still here and able to able to even tell this story
Oh yeah,
is just nothing short of amazing.
yeah. Now,
You
as far as
know,
Alessandra asked me about mammograms. As far as mammograms are concerned, mammograms get more and more difficult the more and more shit you have in your chest. And they're if you thought they were painful before you had any work in there, they're extremely painful after you have any work in there, because the machine has to press through the silicone and through the bag to actually see into the core of the breast to make sure you don't have no polyps or lumps.
Well,
So it's mhm.
um, it's kind of weird how we got on this live, and then God ends up giving me this story to tell, because I remember holding it and thinking that I was going to tell it one day and be okay with being able to tell it, because every time I told it I cried, and because it's horrible. It's a very, very sad story, because I just told y'all a few details, but there's a whole mental and living and physical health, the component that's outstanding, that's going on, that's crazy. Um, and the
but
fact
Nicole, you
that
needed to release that. You needed
yes, it,
to
it,
release that, and I know you
it
feel
has
better that
become,
you did.
it does. It feels real different. It does feel real
and she
different.
and she and she did it without getting emotional, because usually every time she talks about it, she gets extremely emotional.
Yes.
I will. Zaymari says, "Can we talk about voice surgeries? I've only took two people, but I have a lot of people asking me questions about voice surgeries." Absolutely, voice surgeries are surgeries on your vocal cords are extremely taboo. Extremely taboo. I honestly don't advise fucking around with your voice box. The one person who I know that did get voice surgery for her vocal cords ended up sounding like Daffy Duck.
And well, so let me say this.
Donald
This is
Duck.
where
Donald
this
Duck.
is
Yeah.
where we go and you hear with Denise, but she's not a physician. She
No, I'm
can't
not.
say that, because I have seen 2 or 3 people that has came very successful,
Okay.
and
Well,
their
that's
voice is different and everything. Now, what I heard they had to do was a little bit too much work for me.
it's still taboo.
Um, uh, but they did turn out to have a good job, and so I don't know, Niambi, you know anybody that did that voice
I will.
surgery?
I do not. I've seen a few just me following, different transitions on YouTube, because these were people that felt like, that they needed it, not anybody, that I know personally. But I did notice the difference, and my thing is, if they were, if they're happy with it, as long as they're happy with it. But yeah, I don't know anyone personally, no.
I
I
will.
think just let me just say this. I'm sorry, Nisi, is that just from everything we spoke about tonight, bitch, even the motherfucking man, even the men conversation that we had, I think that we just need to make sure that we are fully aware mentally and physically, and that we do our research, and that we give ourselves time. We need to give ourselves time and not rush our situations, because if anything, when things are meant to be, they will be. And so
Right,
just in your transition and everything about your transition, give yourself time. And I'm telling you, when you give yourself time, the ending product is so lovely and so beautiful, but it's also safe, and you feel good about yourself. And you can actually say that you can see a transition. You actually see you go from one place to the next. And it's all because of the work that you did and how you chose to take your time and
right.
do that. So in all things, even with doing the surgeries, like Niambi said about transitioning, period, in all things, take your time, do your research. Don't listen
Right.
to one person. Don't listen to one person thing. Don't
Don't
listen
listen to two
to
people. Like,
people.
don't
You
listen. You
know,
know what I mean? Like, don't listen to a couple people, and mainly, don't freaking listen to anybody who hasn't freaking walked them shoes.
exactly.
Now, hold on. I will say, let me just say something. Let me just piggyback on that word research, because a lot of people say that, oh, yeah, I did my research. I'm doing my research. And they
Right.
just check and cite one source.
Yeah.
Bitch, that's not research.
No, it's
Well,
not.
break. What's
That's not
research,
research.
Niambi? What's
Let me explain
research?
something to you. Researching a method to try to and coming at a conclusion is checking out different sources, and also different methods to achieving that goal. Meaning, it's not, okay, so you want a more cunt voice, right? So you're deciding, well, I'm going to have my voice surgery done, and I'm going to check the reviews on this surgeon over here in California, and this surgeon over here in Milwaukee, and this surgeon over here in Texas, and this surgeon over here in New York. That is not research. That's not research. All you're doing is scouting. That's not research. Research is finding out different methods to getting to that fucking goal. One method is surgery. Yes, one method is surgery. Another method for people who want to change their voice, and I say this all the time, you don't have to, what you can achieve with surgery, you don't have to, you can also achieve that with getting a vocal coach and
Come
learning how
on.
to sing. And learning how to sing. I was singing down when I was a teenager. And singing down, I have a 4-octave voice. When singing, I was able to train my voice to go an octave higher in the alto range. I was able to train my voice to go all the way down to a baritone and even down to a bass.
So what? You could be Barry White, Michael Jackson.
I want
But
to hear
wait
the
a
Barry
minute.
White.
Me too.
You'll never find.
So, but this is the shit that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? If you actually do your research and you actually go and you can achieve the same if not better results with just doing a vocal coach. Getting a vocal coach who's actually a trained singer can get you to the same results and even better, because then now you're not using your actual vocal cords to speak. You can actually belt it from your diaphragm. You know what I mean? It's weird and it's different. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. But the only thing that it won't happen overnight. It won't
And
happen overnight. It's a train.
once you give yourself the proper time and
Yeah.
sitting with yourself and figuring out what you really want, you'll find, bitch, that you don't need half the shit you think you need.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, bitch,
Yep.
especially a BBL. Oh my God.
Yes.
Girl.
That is so overrated. BBLs are so overrated. So overrated. So overrated. First of all, those big old asses, half of them are disrespectful.
And the
Okay?
legs don't match.
Huh? And the legs don't and the legs don't match. And the legs
The
don't
legs
match.
don't match.
And when you're not used to having an ass that big, how the fuck you think you're gonna get around the internet?
Ew.
Come on, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's
Well,
discuss it.
Alessandra says, as trans women, do we also need to get our prostates checked as well? I heard
Of
that while
course.
taking hormones. Yes, yes, 1,000, 10,000 times yes.
Of course. Of course. But I mean, it's harder to gather
I don't have a
polyps.
prostate.
Bitch.
It's harder to gather.
Don't
It's
have me
harder to
freaking take a
gather.
freaking red out of New York, bitch.
I don't have a prostate, Miss
Bitch,
Thing.
I will come in there, bitch, and show them your prostate.
You're gonna
Or
check.
live.
You're gonna check her. You're gonna check her ass for prostate, or you're gonna check her ass for prostate, Niambi? At the point
Don't
that
play with me,
she tells me
Nicole.
she doesn't have a prostate, I'm gonna take her
Said,
word
don't
for it.
play with me, Nicole. I will come and show.
Tanae says, "Hello, ladies. Loving the conversation. Must have for the new children. They are still getting pumped now. Still.
Well, I love you,
Thank you, Tanae.
sister. Hi, Tanae. I love you. And you know
Yes,
what,
yes.
Tanae has been a blessing also to me in that whole thing. Like, it's some people I would love to just shout out and just say thank you for being a blessing to me, because just hearing my story, just hearing me talk about it today, and being able to do it with these two ladies who are we been my support throughout the whole damn fucking thing. Yeah, because me and Niambi been rocking for a lot of years now, since
That's
2012 when
12
she was
years.
going through. So,
12 years,
you
bitch.
know,
12 years.
we've known each other longer.
Yeah,
You
we've known each other
understand?
way longer than that.
But that's how long we've been rocking. And so me and Denise too. That's my Spanish bitch. You know, that's my sister. And so they have been the support. I weren't able to have this conversation without
Mm-hmm.
crying and becoming very emotional,
Mm-hmm.
because everything ended for me, you know, and it seemed like just everything. And so I'm in a place now where I'm home and I'm trying to manage all different things, finances, my job, a place that I can work, what I can do, what I can't do. It's a lot of stuff. And so when I say it's so important to think now about the things that you may have to worry about later if you don't think now.
Right.
Understand? If you don't think now, you're going to have to worry about so many of these things later and be so, oh my God, upset with yourself. So upset with yourself. And so I just want to shout out even Tanae and all the people that was there, that stood by
Yes.
my side, were helping me, that was sending me money, that was making sure I was okay, that was hitting me up and hitting me up, because it's been a lonely
Alone, yeah.
process. And we suffer in silence as trans people so much
Yep.
that y'all don't have any idea. Y'all have
Yep.
no idea at all. Y'all talk, oh, my sisters, my trans sisters, and da 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 da, and blah blah
Oh,
blah.
bitch, don't get me
But y'all
started.
have,
You know that's my trigger, bitch. You know that's my trigger. You know that's my trigger.
yeah, let me not get her started. Let me not get her started. But I just want to say is that y'all can do a little bit more showing some love and being supportive and being there, because it's a lot. But go back to the conversation of what Denise is talking about, and your transition, and making that happen for yourself. And even like we talked about early, the men that you sleep with and that you choose, you need
Don't
to
let
be
them
careful.
dictate your transition because they'll try to.
And
Exactly. I
I'm
like
glad
that.
that you
She
and I'm
said
glad
it.
that you
She
said
said
that.
it.
I'm glad
Yes.
that you said it's also the men you sleep with and you met and the men you choose, because I want to segue to this other little tidbit that a lot of people don't know about, which when Nicole found out, she gagged. So did I. But I digress. Okay. Now, about the whole prostate and stuff like that, from what I understood, from what I understand, working with different doctors and stuff at the hospitals and things that I do. When you have more of an active um, revolving door, so to speak, it's what I mean, it's a bit harder for polyps to gather in your rectum, okay, for prostate cancer and so on and so forth. But that doesn't mean it can't happen. It can happen. But
Sister, wait a minute. Wait, I just got lost. I just really got to go back. It's just important. You went and you said you digressed. And Niambi had said, don't let men, dictate your transition. And then you said something, and this said I digressed and something, and just the femme queen in me just felt like that you just didn't say what you maybe wanted to say
no,
or
I'm
was
coming.
trying
It's
to say.
coming. It's coming.
Shauna, okay, I just want to make sure.
It's
Okay,
coming. It's coming.
all right, baby.
It's coming. It's coming. And in talking about backdoor, okay, a lot of people, um, how do I say this without being vulgar? Good evening, Elin. I don't want to mispronounce the first name. Um, in talking about backdoor access and stuff like that, please, when you are having intercourse, anal intercourse, please use a lot of lubrication, because that frothing that is really sexy, that the men live for back there, that creamery, bitch, it's not what you think it is. It's not
Ew.
your booty coming. No, bitch. That boy is pounding your walls into oblivion.
Ew. Oh God. You're gonna make me.
Okay? When your booty starts frothing up
Ew.
and all that white froth starts coming out,
Ew.
it's your walls, your your it's you're causing a lot of trauma to your rectal lining, and what it's doing is that your body's producing way more bile excrement than it's supposed to try to lubricate whatever is going on, so that you're not causing tears and damage to the rectal walls.
Well, it's a little
Wait,
bit too late
y'all
for
talking about
that
your
conversation for a
rectal
lot.
walls. I was just informed about a Cashapp, so I'm just kind of become just wait, because you know, bitch, I need, honey,
She
I'm in need,
missed
girl.
the,
Bitch, I'm in need. I need a full up, bitch, in a bad way,
exactly,
bitch.
Emmanuel. Emmanuel says right. It's not the cream you think it is. It's very true. It's true. It's
Okay,
true.
wait a minute.
You,
Well, let me say something about that. Let me get serious real
hey
good.
Deborah,
What do you mean? What is that cream then?
it is by
It's
your.
come
It's
from your
okay.
prostate?
It comes from your prostate and your
Oh,
colon.
so I don't have a prostate, Niambi.
Bitch, don't get me started. Miss Thing.
I don't have a prostate.
That's
Why are
all
you
right,
feeling like that,
bitch. It's
Denise?
20 people on there. Bitch, this live get ready to jump to 100 by the time I get to New York, bitch, and show everybody that motherfucking prostate you got. Miss Thing. Okay? All right?
Keep me the fuck out of it, Missy. Don't ask me to go over there and hold up a flashlight. Not gonna happen.
Bitch,
You
bitch,
talking
your
about the
prostate gonna
flashlight,
go
Denise?
viral,
Really,
Miss Thing, because
bitch?
I'm posting her
I'm not going.
everywhere.
Wait, can
I'm not
you
going over.
come here? I need something.
I'm not going over there to hold up no flashlight. Fuck
You
that.
better shut the fuck up. Let me
Bitch,
shut the
it's
flashlight.
going on YouTube, bitch. It's going on TikTok, bitch. It's going everywhere.
Okay, good.
No, Zamari, it's not infection. What happens is that at the point
So all
that
of
you
that's not booty cream? That's not booty
Ew,
cream or none of
no,
that?
bitch, booty
no,
cream.
bitch, it's not no booty cream, bitch. That's your walls are
No,
tumbling down, honey.
that means that your walls is tumbling down. So when we be watching pornos and they be
Yes,
giving that
bitch.
cream
Yeah.
Bitch,
pie,
I always turn it
they
off.
be giving
When
up
I
their
see that, bitch,
prostate.
that's
That's
time
no
for
No,
me to go.
good.
cream. Hold on, cream pie is one thing. Cream pie is one thing. Cream pie is when they ejaculate in your vaginas and you push it out. That's a cream pie.
That's something different.
But at
But
the
that
time
looks
that
like one of the booty cream too, though. It look
right, Rain,
alike.
right, Rain, it's anal mucus. Anal mucus is bile.
Yeah, I can't. No, no, no. See, this is where
I'm
I
a fuck
run my path.
mother up. I'm a fuck open up. That bitch said I got my pussy. I'm a,
Hey Heather,
I'm a fuck to the skull. That bitch said I got my pussy. Fuck that.
look, look. Just so y'all know, some education because the boys are gonna think that that shit is sexy. But ain't
Ew.
nothing sexy about you having a fucking rosebud at the end of however.
Ew. Come on, Denise.
All right, come on. Because you always got to go. We went from having real educated, nice conversation to real deep conversation. Now you enjoying talking about everybody's thing. Ass, y'all got to watch her, bitch, because she's the youngest of four. Now this bitch is going into all the things that come out of your ass and out of your penis.
She
Bitch, you
talking
know she
about
loves to have
rosebuds
a
and
sex
shit.
couch conversation, bitch. What time is it? Is it after dark yet? Because Miss Thing will take you there. If you want to hold sex
It is
conversation with
11:16.
It is quarter after 11, bitch.
you better watch her,
Look,
baby, because it gets
I love
12 o'clock. She gets sexual.
it's education. It's education. You need to know if your London bridges are falling down.
Okay, well, read this long paragraph, sister. How
Which
about
one?
that? It just came.
Good evening,
Uh,
ladies. It may be off the subject. Have you seen the documentary Showtime, Kokomo City?
I,
I've been meaning to
I
watch
have
it. I
not.
Yes,
never watched it yet.
I
What is it
have
about?
seen it. It's Danielle Carter and a few other femme queens, pretty much talking about the Black trans girl experience, telling our story. There's no other way to say it other than they are breaking down the story from all different perspectives. They're breaking down the sex work. They're breaking down the transition. They're
Well,
breaking down that.
rest in peace to one of the young ladies, because I know one of the young ladies who starred on that was murdered.
Yes.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
Yes, she was. As a matter
My
of
God! Oh
Oh,
my
but
God!
there
Where did
goes
she go?
Niambi. Niambi flew out of here.
She must have gone to go get the information, maybe.
Bitch, you scared her.
How did I do? My camera's down.
Mister, you was telling her about how it's bitch, don't feed the fat one, honey. It's after 12 o'clock. She's gonna turn into a gremlin.
Mister, you know you very sexual, sister. You like to go into real details about, the things that happen, or that comes from,
Well, look, honey, somebody has to have these conversations, bitch. Because if you leave this shit up to anybody else, they think that all that booty juice and all that froth thing is cute,
And
bitch. When they're
no,
having their London bridges kicked in,
I didn't know it either. So that's gag. I thought it was booty juices.
it's not booty juices, honey. It's someone is
But that's why
kicking
I
in
know I don't
and
got a
violating your back
prostate.
door.
That's why I know I don't have a prostate, because I've never done nothing like that. Did you?
Yeah,
Did your
yes.
booty do that?
I've had
Oh,
a little froth action every once in a
so
while.
you got a
Hello.
prostate.
Yeah.
No,
So
bitch.
you got a prostate.
No,
I don't have a prostate.
I have frothed the booty of someone else.
Okay, but I don't have a prostate because I never did that.
Bitch, you don't need to have a prostate for bile to be produced. Bitch, your booty produces bile every time you drop a deuce.
Well, see, that's why silicone is holding shit up. Cause it's foul.
Her name was Coco the doll. That's
Coco
who
the doll.
Coco the doll, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Coco the
I'm
doll. Rest in peace.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, she
sorry.
passed away, and she was murdered in
Yeah.
cold blood as well.
Yeah,
Did
she
they
was
catch the
murdered. Yeah, she
killer?
was murdered. Mm-hmm.
They caught the killer. Bitch, she's gone again.
She's not talking about that. For everybody that's coming, Rain is talking about. I got it, sister. I got it. Rain is talking about what we were talking about. So just in case
Right?
I
Yeah.
get
No. Yeah.
confused,
Yeah.
yeah, what my daughter is saying, she is not talking about, what I was talking about. She's asking about
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck was I saying?
About somebody kicking in your back door and having your London bridges collapsing in on itself.
Well, listen. They done kicked in the back door and had my lungs collapsing on me, bitch. And now I sit in pain, baby. I
Bitch,
have to figure
you
out.
better be lucky nobody done kicked in your back door and watered your prostate, honey, and made it growing on itself.
Well, but see, that's what you think. You think my prostate would be watered because I haven't had no sex in
No,
so
no, I
long?
don't think that it would be watered. What I'm saying is, thank God no one has kicked in your back door and watered your prostate to make it grow like a chia
So,
pet.
but what if I have sex? You think my prostate will start developing booty juice because I haven't done nothing in so long? So you think that
No,
it'll happen for me?
no. I
Because I
think your
don't have a
prostate,
prostate, sister.
bitch, I think your
Thank
prostate
you,
would start growing once you start
sister. I
playing with the
got it.
front.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your work. What you
You
said?
start playing with the front, the prostate will grow little by little. You got to ring the front doorbell in order to get the prostate.
See, y'all, it's after dark. Just bitches go in here.
I'm just saying, you got to ring the front doorbell in order to get the prostate.
I see
I
you
don't.
still playing with me,
Yes,
bitch.
Rain. Yes, Rain.
I see
Stroke
you
it,
still
baby.
playing.
Stroke it.
What did I say, Miss Thing? I'm just thinking that I don't have one Miss Thing, so I'm trying to just make sure that if I had sex, because I haven't had sex in so long.
Well, I will say this:
When
if you have been celibate, I mean, absolutely absent of sex for so long,
I love
the
you too, Nish.
prostate can shrink a little bit.
Okay.
It can
Bitch.
shrink a little bit because
Okay, so there you have it.
a little
Bitch,
bit. A little bit.
Bring that honey, bring that bitch a trans man and a butch queen bitch. That bitch go ting, bitch, it'll be all right. Girl, shut up. Don't pay no attention to Nicole. I don't know why
That
y'all
means it can
fucking
go.
Nicole.
It could go from. It
I
can go from
can't
the Christmas
believe that
tree to
y'all
a
getting
shrub.
so vulgar. I'm the first lady. Watch how y'all talk about the sex, this
Bitch,
thing.
you the first lady of prostate, bitch.
The booty hole. The
No,
booty
you know
hole.
what?
Well,
Does it stink? Does the prostate stink?
I don't know, bitch. I don't put my nose up in nobody's ass to see if a prostate smells. I put my nose in people's ass for other reasons, mostly personal. But not
Bitch.
just sniffing around
Oh
no
God!
prostate.
Now you had
Yes,
to let it be known that you put your noses in booties and
Bitch,
things.
y'all see why y'all see why I rock with these bitches. These are the only bitches I mess with. That's it, bitch. That's it.
bitch.
I can't. Ah, ew, Denise.
Oh my God! This girl.
Hey, ladies, would you dare transmit to go all the way? What do you mean?
Would you, I think she means date trans men, and would you go all the way? Well, all three of us have dated trans men.
We all been there, done that, and we have free
Yeah.
T-shirts, hats, members only
Merch coming
jackets.
out.
Plus we have season passes,
Merch coming out.
merch. Yeah, merch coming out. Where the fuck did she go?
Oh, Nicole,
Yeah, she went to go find her prostate.
bitch. Yeah, she better, bitch, before I get up there, bitch.
I'm telling you, I'm not holding a motherfucker. I'm not holding a motherfucking flashlight. Yeah, we've all had trans men husbands. So we've all gone all the way. Rain saying she's with one currently.
Oh, they kicked her out.
Yeah, I just added her back on.
Oh, okay.
Missy, what
Then
happened? You went looking for your
kicked
prostate?
me. They kicked me. I don't know what happened, girl. They kicked me.
Well, they said
I
if she
can't
doesn't have a
listen.
prostate, she doesn't need to be here.
Right? No, but you know what? That's true too. But you know what?
She said
I
that's
know.
true.
No, that is true. Because I know now that I don't have a prostate. You just explained everything, and you said the smell and everything. So it's like I'm okay with everything now.
You should be okay with having a prostate, girl. Embrace it, girl.
No, well, because the prostate means that a
Rain says,
prostate.
damn, they pack your bags, Mom. What do you mean by they pack your bags?
They packed me up
They packed her
and
up,
got
honey.
me
She
out
had to.
of here, bitch.
Oh,
They clicked me
oh
off.
yeah. Okay, I get it now. But I was still thinking about trans men. I was like, how the hell does a trans man pack her bag? Like, what does that mean? This is trans men packing her bags. Huh. I didn't get it.
Yes, I've been with a trans man. Yes, I have.
Alessandra, say it. What do you want to ask, honey? Because we're open books. You got us. You got us now, honey. This is
Get us why
Gremlin hour.
y'all got us now, honey. It's no
You
shade.
got us
Saying
now. This is Gremlin hour.
I'm not asking. I'm not saying the same thing for me, y'all. Get them while you got them, bitch. It's no
Catch me.
shade.
And this is also the prelude to sex and
Miss
everything
Thing,
with Denise.
I gave y'all my full story. I'm done revealing.
Yes.
I gave
Denise
y'all
has a
the
new
story.
platform coming out. Follow that. It's
Sex
called
and
Denise.
everything.
Sex and Everything with Denise.
Oh my God.
So if y'all live for her conversations about prostates and booty juice and what y'all think is booty coming
Wait. Hold up now. Did you read what Zamari read?
I just rubbed my hip. I
Wait
just
a
rubbed
minute.
my hip. I just rubbed my hip like, oh yes, bitch. Wait a minute. Hold
All
on.
right. All
Oh,
right.
what God said. He said that oxygen ain't gonna help nobody. Give on,
Look, let me
baby.
tell you something. Now, Niambi doesn't have to go down there searching for a prostate. I don't have to hold no motherfucking flashlights. Zamari can figure it out and let us know.
You're so stupid. That is so sweet, Zamari. Thank you.
Nicole, I
Wait,
know you glad
Zamari,
we
Niambi.
live tonight.
let
Nicole.
us know what you find, darling.
Niambi, read the paragraph, Niambi.
To hear you ladies say you've been with trans men, that's something I've been thinking about a lot. And I was wondering, do they mainly want you to be the top or the bottom? It depends on the trans. It depends on the trans men.
It depends on the trans menu. It's each one is extremely individual.
Yes. it's extreme. Yeah,
and
it's
and
definitely
and
different.
it's trans men come with extreme layers. They're like onions. You're going to have some that just transition who want to ride all the rides. You're going to have some that are in between who, you know, are more in tune with their body and what they want sexually as far as for sex and with a relationship and back and forth. Uncle Tommy, mwah. Then you have some that are older in their transition who are done with all the ripping and running and playing around and now want something serious. And you know, and then you also have older ones. Bitch, you have a pussy and you're a top? Deborah? How did that work?
Wait a minute, y'all moving too far. Hi, Grands.
No,
Wait,
that's
my
just
daughter
scary.
said, "Can y'all tell us about a time where you might have second guess? You may have second guess is transition for you? Is this
Oh,
transition for you?
I'm still in
Oh,
that.
can you tell us
I'm
a time where you might have second guessed your transition?
oh, bitch, I'm still in that season.
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
I'm still in that season. I'm wondering whether or not I should peel. And I don't know if y'all remember I spoke about this last year.
I
You
did.
know
Um,
You
what?
were there. I
This is
remember.
yes, and she sounds really stupid and ridiculous all the time. And I'm not gonna let y'all sit here and listen to her fucking talk like this because she's good at what she does, and that is being a girl, whether she's on the top, bottom, decide whether she's eating the prostate or licking the clit. She does it whether she's eating the prostate or licking the clit. She does it very good as a woman. So I'm not gonna be sitting here going through all of this stuff with her.
This is
Just
true.
as
This
that.
is yeah.
I mean,
Bitch.
Well, me,
all
I've
jokes
She
never.
can't
aside,
change the way she naturally looked. Like Tiffany told me, think not take hormones for like 2, 3 years, and I've been there. We've been friends, and she still practically look the fucking same. Now she just got more cum to give out because she don't like not nothing like she don't look like the fuck. I'm not gonna deal with this.
Work, Nicole.
I'm not dealing with this morning. She not gonna wrap me up
I'm not
tonight.
doing this.
Not
she's
today.
mad. No, you see, you know what her trauma is? Her trauma is that she likes Spanish men, and she's scared that if I turn into a butch queen, I may be the
Oh!
object of her affection.
now
That's the problem.
now this
That's what
bitch
she's
really
not telling you.
now this
That's what she's not
bitch
telling you.
she got a real prostate now, bitch, okay?
Bitch.
This bitch got a
That's what
real
she's not
prostate
telling you.
now.
Tell the truth.
Girl,
Shame the devil, Nicole. Tell
girl,
the truth.
ain't
Shame the
nothing the
devil.
truth about that.
Her up.
You better fuck her up because she come anywhere near me, I'm gonna fuck her up, bitch. Okay?
Bitch, Nicole, I can breathe new life into your lungs, honey.
Okay,
Yeah.
baby.
He
Get
is a
my
boy.
tank. Get my tank.
Bitch, she liable to clock you upside the head with that tank,
Big,
bitch.
okay, bitch, you come near me. Now back to what he was saying. They said it's a second guess your transition. No, seriously. Okay. Um
On a serious note, it is something that I am indeed questioning, more so along the lines of while I'm doing shadow work and honoring the more um, parts of me that I am or parts of me that is tied to trauma that I am not fond of. And as I dig and dig and dig and deal with those demons, you know, different things while in that meditation space has been coming up, and I've also been thinking that maybe my transition is tied to my trauma. Remember how I said earlier that as humans, as people, our first loves are our mothers and our fathers, right? And me being abandoned by both my mother and my father and being raised with my father's grandmother as well as my father's aunt, what I saw growing up were alpha females who had to quite naturally step up and be the man and the woman in the house in raising a family. So, you know, I'm not saying that that is the ultimate reason why I transition. No, but I'm saying that that could have played a part. I just more things that I had to unpack, more things that I have to speak to therapists about, and really and really deal with on more of a spiritual level with counselors and stuff like that. So we'll see. Yes,
For
I
me,
did mention I want a family as well. Yeah,
yeah.
and you know, it's harder to do when you have, you know, your body, you know, what I mean, with
Nene, are
as
you
you
gonna go
mentioned.
next?
Yeah, well, for me, I've pretty much never second guessed my transition, only because um the 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 yearning to want to, for me, it came so early. Um, so I never, I know that if I would not have transitioned, number one, I wouldn't be where I
Right.
am now. You know what I'm saying? And it was something that, like, even before transition, when I was in the mirror lip syncing to Janet Jackson and Madonna, and like like literally envisioned in my head how I'm presenting now, but as a kid, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So when I asked, the only thing that was preventing me was the opportunity to do so. So now that I'm here, you know what I mean? Like there's no turning back for me, or detransitioning or anything like that. For me. Um yeah, and that comes with all of the shit that I've been through. Like, I wouldn't trade it in for nothing. Because it also gave me, it gave me so much knowledge on how the world on how this world truly is, to the people who are at the bottom.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's why, as much as I read it, I thank the creator for ballroom, for giving me that gateway to be able to live my life the way that I wanted to.
And finding Nicole's prostate.
Yes,
Are y'all still looking for that?
bitch, I found it.
Oh,
All I
okay.
gotta do is just come up there and showcase it to the world, bitch. That's it.
So,
They're gonna
I
be
heard it's
tag. They're gonna be
the size.
tagging you. They're gonna be tagging you,
I heard it's the size of a Hot Wheel. Is that true?
she
bitch.
can't take it. So let me say for me real fast.
She can't take it.
No, she can't. Let me say for me, everything that, and there were different times that I had to rethought my transition and think it, but then as I begin to think, and this is what I'm saying about, be careful with your mental, be careful
Mhm.
with your mind, because your mind will play tricks on you.
Yes.
Your mind will play tricks on you, and there's been many times that the mind will play tricks on me, and put me in a situation like just make my head go into a scenario that it would be, you know, either better or maybe safer, or I can gain more or something. Just give you a situation that you can do if you detransition or if you was a boy. But then when you start thinking and then you give yourself time, you realize that you can do all those same things that boy would be doing, just as you being a female living in the world today. You don't have to transition yourself to be able to not be masculine. You can do that. You can be a female and be able to do that. You don't have to transition. You don't have to limit yourself basically
Mhm.
to certain things based on your transition. And or think about it in a way of, if I didn't transition, I wouldn't have this problem, or I would have this problem. I could be rich or I wouldn't be rich. No, it applies both ways.
What's meant to happen is supposed to happen, and
It's supposed to happen.
that's why I frown on so many people who transition and then detransition not by their own volition. Like, they
Mm.
allow people to come in and swoop in for whatever reason. Religion is a big one. Family is a big one. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
they allow, you know what I mean? You like, and people don't know, you could be keeping that person from their blessing, that they're
Mm-hmm.
receiving when they're in their
Mm-hmm.
transition.
Yep. But you think that you got to do this because you can't accomplish it that way. So you think you have to transition. But
Yeah,
you can
people don't
accomplish
get it.
everything you want and more
Yeah.
by
You
being who
have to
you
go
really
through the
are.
uncomfortable in order to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And transitioning in the world that we live in is not going to come with its line of setbacks. It's just not. It's the world that we're living in.
Period.
Sakina says, that's true. I'm a woman living the life of a man straight up. Our gender doesn't define our lifestyles. You know, and that's crazy. And the thing about it is, and that's another thing. I'm so glad you said that, Sakina, because I wouldn't trade it for the world because, bitch, trans people have it so good, especially mentally, because of the society that we live in, as far as patriarchy. Bitch, trans women sometimes have to think like a man. Bitch, that's why we're able to survive the way that we are.
Yep.
That's why that's why with me, as far as me and the way I operate business and shit like that, and be able to tell people what I want and how I want it and be assertive, I wouldn't have that same, you know, go-getting attitude if I wouldn't have transitioned. If I wouldn't have transitioned, I would be a meek little boy, or that grows up into a meek man. It was the struggle of transition that made me stronger. And now,
Well, you know,
although
it's
I'm
the struggle of
presenting as
anything
female, bitch,
that makes us.
the way my mind is set up, bitch, ain't no man bitch able to fucking get shit over on me, bitch. You know, so it's, you know, it's definitely it's not for everybody. But it's definitely to sit down with you and just sitting down with yourself and finding out who you are.
Where's the prostate?
And finding Nicole's prostate.
No.
Because once you find Nicole's prostate, bitch, you done hit the jackpot.
Yep, that's what the GPS said.
When you find it, let me know.
Oh, bitch, I ain't gotta let you know, bitch. Social media gonna let you know, because, bitch, I'm showing it. I'll be like, I told y'all.
There goes.
As long as they got different booty juices out there with different colors.
Oh, come on with the booty juice. That is so nasty. That is so nasty, because I've seen that in movies and I'm like, ew, bitch, that don't look right. And as soon as I see it, bitch, I turn it off. Now I know what it is, girl.
It's prostate cream.
Ah!
That's what
You
it
know
is. It's
what?
called prostate cream.
Oh, the prostate cream. I never heard that before.
Have you girls also thought about detransitioning? Well, like we just said, one of us has, not me. I'm not sure about Nicole. I've never thought about it. Oftentimes I wonder what my life would have been like, but bitch, I'm not trade. It's not worth the trade. Like,
I
for me.
said that I never
You said
thought
that you
about
never.
detransitioning because I feel that everything I can get, I can have just like
Right.
this.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yup.
even if there was a thought, it was quickly thought off. That's why you got to stay thinking and staying in your mental when you're thinking about your transition. Because you can't jump on every fast thought. You got to think your shit through.
Nicole, they want no prostate t-shirts to come out.
That's cute.
No prostate t-shirts.
No prostate, team no walls. Team
With a picture of peanuts on the front.
Oh shit.
Team booty cream.
Yes.
She never transitioned. She never transitioned to Ebony Girl with Face. She was still the same. She just was going through something. She did not transition. Somebody's talking about Shawnee.
Shanice. Yeah, but that that situation kind of speaks to what I was talking about before, with people being like, you know, influencing that through all types of religion, because that's one of the main things that I see when I read about some or see somebody's profile or read about somebody's detransition, bitch, I see, oh, I'm not living that devilish lifestyle no more, and oh, but bitch, it wasn't devilish when you was doing it.
No, and
Mm-hmm.
he was making those
And I
coins.
hate when they freaking try to throw religion in it when it's either something that you want or it's something that you don't want.
Right.
And that's why I say stop allowing people and things around you to dictate how you live your life. If you want to be in your transition, be in it. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be in your transition, don't be in it. But make sure that either way, that's what you want, not anybody else.
Right.
Don't be giving your dictate to everybody too.
You're what? Dick pic.
Your dick pic.
Who sending dick pics?
Okay, let me get up out of
That's
here
it.
now. Let's see.
That's Nicole.
There's no bitch. I'm not sending no dick pics. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. That would never be me. That's Denise. That's what Denise does.
That's probably why she ain't been on this live, bitch, in the last freaking 7 minutes. She out freaking sending dick pics.
I'm not out sending dick pics. I had to pee and then I had to need a snack.
Bitch. And you got that other phone right there next to the toilet sending dick pics, bitch.
No,
The NBCs, bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah.
Bitch, I needed a snack. See? Snack.
Well,
What?
bitch, we done let Denise have us on here, bitch, for 6 hours again. And bitch, I need to lay down.
Yep.
So what we are going to do,
Sakina says we all grow and change. I think it's fair to accept that some people want different things at different times. Absolutely.
right.
Like a prostate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that's why she has the prostate, and I don't.
And I have a prostate because I have a lot going on in the front, not too much going on in the back.
Bitch, I can attest to that, girl, because because, bitch, no. No, not my nut, bitch. Bitch, ain't nobody worthy for that, bitch. I have reclaimed. There's no shade.
Did I show you? Did I show you the celebration that someone sent me? Been sending me recently in my inbox.
Bitch, you always get the celebration in your inbox, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, this time they were celebrating, celebrating.
You know what? I would like to say, I had an amazing,
This was over.
an amazing time.
Me too. This was over.
The conversation was over Sokoka.
Mm-hmm. And it was
I
needed
noticed
too.
that the amount of people was no longer there no more.
Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Let them watch it later.
They will. They will.
That's
You
what
know,
I'm saying, bitch. That's one thing they're gonna do. They're always gonna watch, girl.
it is a weekday and it is getting
Well,
late.
I would like for you to maybe
Go ahead,
vamp
Sakina.
the intro. Denise, did you see what she put up there, Niambi? Like, who knows what the fuck was that?
Right.
Knit and chat and something like you don't have nothing with the conversation. The topic is about nothing.
Well, Denise is gonna have to update it because it's her live.
Yeah, damn. Cause she put what the conversation was about and stuff. Like,
We didn't
Because
even
we were
know
winging
what
it.
the fuck the conversation was about. We said we were gonna wing it like we always do.
Like we always do. So she's gonna have to go in there and update everything that we would talk
What would
about. Go ahead,
you like?
Denise.
What would you like me to say? What would you like me
Everything
to
that
say?
bitch, you was here on the conversation. Bitch, you know
okay,
what we talked about, girl.
That's a whole lot to type. Okay,
Yes,
three the
bitch.
well,
fab,
you could
three the fab
summarize.
way. Discuss the smorgasbord plus prostates. You said trans men are like onions. Are trans women too like onions or what?
Yes, I would think. Yeah, bitch, it's a lot to bitch. We got what? It's we. I think we're we're worse than onions, bitch, because with us, you got to peel away like bricks, bitch, because you don't know what kind of shit we done been through.
I think so too. Yeah.
I would say I agree. It depends on the trauma. It depends. It depends on the trauma. I think a lot of us as trans women, you see, um, when I speak of onions as trans men, what I mean is that as they grow and they transition, they enter different sectors of their lives more rapidly than we would as trans women. However, us on the other hand, most trans women who I've encountered are actually more like fortresses. As the years go by and the more trauma we accumulate from different experiences, the layers of the fort become thicker and taller. So it's harder to get into the actual the actual pit of the personality of the warmness, because we're too busy there layering on a different armor because of different traumas that we've been through. So we just pack on the armor, pack on the armor, pack on the armor, pack on the armor, pack on the armor. So I would not consider that more an onion. I would consider that more a fortress.
I would say, yeah, every time we go through some type of trauma, honey, we lay a brick down. So by the time, bitch, honey, that someone good for us gets to us, bitch, they got to peel away all these motherfucking bricks.
They'd have to climb our pubic hair
I'm
up
not
into
an
the kind of like
onion.
a puzzle.
I'm not an onion, baby. You know why?
What are you?
Bitch, I'm a skilled onion because I'm skilling it right now. When I'm telling all my stories, I'm peeling back my trauma. When I'm talking on these lives, I'm peeling back my trauma. When I'm telling all my business, I'm peeling back my trauma. When I'm walking in my truth, I'm living in my trauma. There you have it. There you got it. Now we going. Let's get it. Okay, baby. All right.
All right, little Tim.
Okay, bitch, because that's the truth. And that's why I'm not that when I get, because I'm doing it now. I don't want to get caught up in my life having to be stuck dealing with these things, and I need to get away and get it out. And God said, if you get it out, it'll help other people get theirs out. So
yes,
that's what
and
my
I want to
plan.
thank you again. I want to thank you again, Nicole, because like I said, I know you feel better because, bitch, that shit has been weighing on you.
Yes.
It has been weighing
And no,
on you.
Sakina. I'm sorry, I'm not to cut you off. Yes and no, Sakina. That is the what you just put up there. That is a really loaded question, and for me to dig into that right now would take another 2 hours. But I promise you one thing: the next episode of Three the Fab Way, that is what we will be talking about. We will be talking about the trans experience and mental health.
So the trauma is what makes y'all hard to understand. Do you think? Hence the stereotype of y'all being AZ Krug. Well, let me tell you something. I talked about this before. Everybody likes to talk about the effect, but never the cause.
Get up, get down. You
Everybody likes to talk about the effect of of somebody's reaction to something, but no one never talks about the road that it took to get there. So yeah, we're labeled as crazy, but are they also explaining all of the shit that we've been through to get to that point?
You got to pass it.
To get to the point of no return? To where, bitch, to where I personally had 4 mental breakdowns?
Then on top of that, when do you want to join now?
You don't even know what we're talking about or what the conversation was about.
Who is that?
I don't know who that is. Always been a Boss Johnson.
Always been the boss. I know.
Not
I think
today.
I know her.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I know who that is.
Oh, you know who that
So,
is? Oh, okay. I had to check this. Because people just be coming in, so I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing.
when are we gonna do the next show?
I
Um,
don't know. I don't like to say when we're gonna do
yeah,
it because
because you know
something
how
like
we
this
just keep it
is
natural,
so general.
child.
Most something
We
like
just keep,
this is so very like natural, and I liked it. I like the flow, and even
yeah,
me
and
being
then
able to
when
have
we
this
schedule
conversation.
something,
I'm gonna break your fingers. Must being able to have this conversation and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like
I'm putting them in now.
I hope Niambi take this live and go ahead and put it out there and do what you need to do because
Yeah,
this
this will be
conversation,
posted. This
this
will
is
be
good
posted everywhere. I'm gonna take this live and post it
and
everywhere.
make it there
If
because
you're
it was
not
really good.
following, if you're not following the Three to Fab Way Facebook page, head over there and like and share that. We also have a Three to Fab Way group. Go like and share that.
Yeah,
That is how
but
you
that's
can keep in
another thing. We
contact
want to
with
get
us.
the group started and having that type of conversation and dialogue. And so once we get the group more people, I think Niambi was cleaning it out and getting
Yes,
rid of some
because
stuff that
bitch,
was
oh my
going
God.
on in there. But we need to really also be able to have these type of conversations on a more of a daily situation. I will not always be in the group because I deal with different things. However,
Well, we
I'm
can
sure you
alternate.
can be alternating between
We can
Denise and
alternate and have a topic. All we gotta do is just post
Niambi.
a question in the group. We'll talk
And
about
what I
that
just
behind the
want to
scenes.
just explain the three the bad way, what makes us the bad way is that we just come like with the spirit, like we come with the energy, we come like that. I don't want to give anybody any main, responsibility with this just yet. We need to continue to let it be love and fun and us reaching and giving back and getting closer to our community in any way, form, and fashion. But yeah, we all are trying to live our lives and we delegate all the
That's
different traumas
right,
and
and try
shit
to
we got
balance everything.
and balance everything. And so I don't want nobody to feel like we just obligate responsible, So then people start getting mad when they didn't hear from us or somebody's not posting. I don't want that to happen.
We're three the Fab Boys because we're three badass bitches who came together, unified under one cause, sisterhood.
What
Yes,
sisterhood is exactly, and to say it is
exactly.
like I said,
Not
behind
the
the scenes.
topic. And we're not united over the topic. We're united over the sister.
Yeah,
Now, what my Cash App
yeah.
is, and my Cash App is I need everything I can get because I'm broke and tired over here, and I just
And
don't
bitch,
want to tell
that
y'all,
makes
but
two, and that makes three. Bitch, we three the Fab Way and three the broke way too, bitch.
I miss your
Okay,
lives, Nicole and
We're all
O'Shea.
we're
I'm
all
glad
trying to
that you're
find our
back. Thank
prostate.
you.
okay. The cash apps I just posted them because I can't pin it. But the cash apps for Nicole, it's hashtag Nikki Mo02 NIKKIMOE02. Niambi, I posted mine a million times, is hashtag Learn Your History. And for Denise, it's hashtag TV More.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag TV More.
TV
So
and more.
Hi, Samantha.
those
How
are
are you,
all of the
girl?
cash apps. Yeah,
Sammy Joe.
y'all really got some value. So please donate to Three the Fab Way. Either individually or collectively. We appreciate it. Every dollar counts, and to build this platform and to keep this platform going. Please show your love and your support.
Just
We
$1
realize.
a day. Just
Shut up, bitch.
for just $1 a day, you
I'm
too
good. It's good
can
to
help a
see
You can
you.
starving
fuck
trans woman.
trans woman. I was gonna say,
It's
bitch.
good to see you
Less
there,
than a cup of coffee.
Samantha.
For $1 a day, less than a cup of coffee, you too can help a starving trans woman in the United States.
Bitch. Shut up, Denise.
I just need y'all to look and
In
listen to what I have to
the
deal with.
arms of the angels.
Now,
Uh-uh.
all right, yep, it's
No,
time for us to
bitch.
go.
No,
Okay, all right,
Denise.
all right.
That is
So,
the one. That's the one for the animals, bitch. We are not dogs, okay? Okay.
all right, okay, y'all, listen. Now I have to take control. She's getting tired. She's eating, and it's going down. I thank y'all all for coming in and watching us. We are definitely greatly appreciated. We love y'all, and we definitely will be back here soon, some way, somehow, when we get it all together. But we will be back. Um, We're gonna share the live, look at the live. I'm glad y'all all listened. Thank y'all for the conversation. Thank you for allowing me to get something out and to tell our stories. And thank y'all for the conversation back and forth. Denise, what you want to say? Goodbye. Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all. See you in the next episode. Share, please. And love y'all for loving us.